We are. I'm terribly sorry to say we have to come back again. Um, Hello. I don't know if there's anyone. Oh, see, now someone else is ruining it.
That's me.
No, please tell her to stop.
She's running a bath or something.
Hello.
I really don't need this. Can someone please tell her to stop? I'm furious now.
Sure.
Absolutely irate. I'm irate. I'm terribly sorry. I'm back again. There's a stupid woman upstairs making noise, and she's outrageous. How dare she? I will go and kill her myself if I could. Really, this is now making me outraged. This is making for stupid television, and now I look like the village idiot. Move on. Right. Hello. There's 88 of you. Hello. We're going to talk about the next topic, Katie Price. Katie Price. She's nothing but disgusting. How on earth does this scumbag skank? And that is the word that the lady who writes to me about her, she calls her the skank. The Daily Mail call her the ex-loose woman. Well, I think the program called Loose Women should be banned. I did start a petition once to try and ban it, but I didn't get far with that. I didn't win that one. But I think I should have won that one. Yes, Katie Price, she's known as I believe a 5 by 4. She's had 5 kids by 4 dads or something. I don't know how many she's had in total, but anyway, I think she's a 5 by 4. Eureka Johnson is a 4 by 4 because she had 4 kids by 4 dads. That's pretty lowbrow. Very tacky. But no, she has certainly nothing to do with Tara Palmer Tompkinson. And why are you using the name Tara Palmer Tompkinson? Because Tara is my dear friend. Screw politics, ban the person who's pretending to be Tara Palmer Tompkinson, because Tara was a very dear friend and she's dead. So please stop using someone's name of somebody who's dead. That's disgusting. Whoever you are, you're filthy and you're mental. And yes, we've got rid of you. Out you go. The people banging on the door. No, I don't want people banging on my door at the moment. You're a 1 by 1, Angela. Well, Angela, that's probably the best way to be. And I know you, Angela, and you're a lovely lady. Yes, thank you. We've banned that person. Katie Price is a loose woman. Katie Price is a piece of scum. She's an absolute piece of detritus. Her uncle is actually a decent gentleman. I know Katie's uncle, Howard Kruger, and Mr. Kruger owns the back catalogue of most of Frank Sinatra's music. Now, most people don't know about Katie Price's connection to Frank Sinatra, but there we go. There's a true story that's actually relevant. He owns only the music that is not very popular. It's just how it goes. I really need people in the background to stop making noise. Please sit quietly in the background because you are not helping the situation. No, she's potted more balls than Jimmy White. Well, that's possibly true. Katie Price has been going on about having surrogate children. I don't think Katie Price should be having any more children. I think Katie Price needs to pay her debts. I think Katie Price, as you say, Nikki, neglects her animals. Many dogs have died in accidents at her home. It's utterly disgraceful how Katie Price has behaved. David says, yes, I'm from India.
Somebody asked me that.
Okay, well, David is answering questions as a moderator. I don't know why he's answering questions there. Her daughter Bunny is always shown with makeup on. Well, yes, dubious poses for her age. It's disgraceful. No, Miss Price is priceless and not pricey nice. She's pricey horror. She's priced out. She should be in bog and basement. And as for her bankruptcy, yes, the skank, as they call her, and that is what they nickname her. The people who write to me, they're very angry that she is allowed to travel. Now, how does this skank continue to travel? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that this woman that's bankrupt is flying first class around the world. And as for this boyfriend, he's a freak. Oh, the pink Range Rover. Oh, God, that thing. It's dreadful. It's a death trap. She never even bothered to get it serviced. You wouldn't buy that. No one would ever buy this piece of junk. The bargain bucket minge Bobby. Oh, that's not a very nice thing to say. Overpriced. She uses her kids. Yes, I agree with you. Anyway, I think we should move on from Katie Price. Katie Price is a bit lowbrow for my life. I'm not really interested in priced out. Yes, priced out of the papers. Well, I think that woman should be sent to Siberia. That is all we need to say. We're moving on to another topic. The next topic will be Donald Trump's mugshot.
Oh, no.
Now, what did you all think of Donald Trump's mugshot? The first president in history to be forced to have a mugshot. Didn't he look demented? Yes, you thought he looked like a cheese puff. Oh, well, that's one way of describing it. I thought he looked deranged. You think he's a marvelous man. Make America great again. MAGA. Okay, brilliant. He looked constipated. I kind of agree. He looked insane. You thought it was a waxwork. You thought it was hilarious. Right. Oh, Donald Trump. It was scary. You love Donald Trump. Okay. Well, somebody has to love Donald Trump. You probably love Joe Biden as well, don't you? As well. Let's see what you think of him. Do you love Joe Biden? Good morning. It's good evening from here. There we go. Please lodge a complaint against KP with the RSPCA. Oh, you want me to make a complaint? Right. So, there we go. So, Donald Trump's mugshot, Uncle Creepy. You thought he was awesome. Oh, so the majority of you love Donald Trump. I'm afraid to say you're not going to go far with me because on that score, because I don't like Donald Trump. Right, Trump for Prime Minister. Well, he's not British, so I don't think he'll be standing for Prime Minister. So thank you, Jane Griffiths, for your kind comment. You can keep him in America. You love Melania. Well, Melania, I think, was trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein, and I've talked about that many times. I've written about it. I'm one of the few people who actually will call it out. I was actually friendly with Ivana Trump, his ex-wife. Ivana was a lovely lady, and my friend Liz Brewer and I will be having a discussion about a program that she's doing about Ivana. Ivana was not a bad person. The children were disgusting killers of giraffes and elephants, and they make me feel sick. I hate them with a passion, and I've got 47,000 signatures against the vile people they associate with about killing elephants and giraffes. I will not tolerate people who kill elephants and giraffes. What do I think of Julia Hartley Brewer? She makes me angry. The woman is a disgusting piece of toe rag. She should be thrown down the well. She really is a very bad journalist. Oh, she's awful. You want Boris Johnson sent back to New York? Well, Boris Johnson, incidentally, was born in New York. Many people don't know this, but Boris Johnson was not actually born in Britain. He should never have been a British Prime Minister because he's not actually a British-born person. Ivana Trump was brilliant and lovely. Thank you, Honesty and Truth. I agree with you. And I find the way of her death rather curious. I find it very odd that she fell down the stairs because she never used the stairs. She only ever used the lift in her home. So why did she fall down the stairs? Because she didn't like the stairs. She was known to dislike that. I find that very strange. Boris is a prat. Well, that's a very kind thing to say. You are actually generous, Sally. Boris has gone back to his plough. Well, good for him. Right. It was sad. Yes. Trump will build the wall around England and Mexico will pay for it. Well,
We'll all get over it.
I don't think Britain's going to need a wall because we are an island. Ivanka and Ivana are classy women. Well, I would say Ivana is, but but Ivanka married a creep. So I've lost all faith in Ivanka. And I liked Ivanka when I first met her, but I only met her once. Is Charlotte Owen a relation of Boris? Allegedly, yes. There we go. It could be one of his many children, but I couldn't possibly comment. There you go. You want some gossip? There you go. You remember Boris rumor he had an affair with Samantha Cameron? No, I don't think so. That didn't ever happen, so that's a load of rubbish. Boris has knocked up Carrie again already. Well, they've had 3 children.
To Boris.
I don't know. We've moved on.
I don't know.
We got a Johnson. They got a Trump. Okay. Well, that's very. What's the goss on Gideon Osborne? No. George Osborne has done nothing wrong to me, and the Osborne family are decent people, and I like them very much. Leave them alone. Please don't start gossiping about them because I actually like them. So don't start on them in my orbit. You can do that somewhere else. I don't like the Johnsons one bit. And I did used to like elements of the Johnson family, and I had friends in the Johnson family. But no, the Osbornes have done nothing wrong to me. And I think the Osbornes at least were anti-Brexit. And I hate Brexit with a passion. So that's where I stand on that. George Osborne is thankfully a has-been. No, he's moved on in life and he's doing very well with himself. So good luck to him. Don't particularly know him. I know other members of the family. You want to talk about Rishi Dishy? How's he going to stop the boats? I don't want anyone to stop the boats. I want him to stop being the most useless, has-been, pathetic version of a pathetic sidekick of John Major that has ever been. He doesn't achieve anything. He's totally useless. He knows that he's never going to achieve anything. And then we've got this moron who's going to take over, who we're going to allow in, who's going to make it worse. We're going to get our Sleepy Joe. He's called Sir Keir Starmer. He's a totally ineffectual waste of space. He is dull. He doesn't do anything. He will just be a drip. He's a vegan, for a start. I can't stand vegans. Look, it's fair enough if someone wants to be a vegan, but I don't want a vegan as my prime minister. I like a meat eater. I'm sorry. I don't trust somebody who doesn't eat meat. I don't trust somebody who doesn't really drink. Like, well, Dishy Rishi doesn't even drink. The pair of them are just dull. It's like dealing with drivel and drippy and drool. They are so boring.
John Major's peas.
We don't. Yeah, John Major's peas says Jono here next to me. We don't want this kind of wokeness and wivelry and boringness. We want somebody who speaks up and mans up and shows the nation and supports British farming and supports the alcohol business and supports all the things that we love. We don't want these drippy, drivelly drools. They're boring. It's absolutely dull what we were being offered here. I want somebody who represents Britain.
Oh, yes. Jesus.
June, red-headed Boris. June, oh, here's June. Hello, June. Hey, June.
Hey, June.
Oh, June wants us to leave Boris alone.
Oh.
That's Mario's June. No, I won't leave Boris alone, June, but I love you, June. And
Boris
June and
deserves-
I are going to start a show next week.
June.
Boris deserves all he can get.
Oh, that was £50 million garden you built.
No, not money. I mean,
Oh,
Chris.
I'm getting a debate in the background. We don't need the debate. Be quiet. We can save the debate for afterwards. Boris is a tosser. Yes, I totally agree. Thank you, the
Yeah,
judge.
but a rich tosser
Hey!
with no excuses.
Shut up, Finn. Me for
Hey,
leader.
I know tossers that have a good reason
Oh, we're
to be
meant to eat
tossers.
bugs. We've got somebody who wants us to eat bugs. Well, that's all very well, but
Bugs.
What sort of bugs?
why don't you
Well,
start talking about the real things in life? Eating bugs. How
Boris is a tosser with his own woman.
Finn, could you please be quiet? Thank you, Finn.
I'll be quiet.
Everyone loves Matthew and Friends, but we have to have some degree of autonomy here. And you are interjecting a little too much, Finn. And the audience really don't need too much of that. Finn is being too Finn. You've been told.
Yes!
Stupid.
That's the greatest compliment I ever received.
Nice.
Move on to
It's time to move along. So we're going to move on to my next topic, Nadine Dorries.
Oh,
Right, we're going on to Nadine Dorries. You love Finn interjecting, but I've got to
There you
find...
go, Finn. Come on, Finn. You'll go.
Right. So now, can you please be quiet now? We're talking about Nadine...
I'm undermining Matthew.
How can you be too thin?
No, we're talking about Nadine Dorries now. So the former culture secretary has moved on. And as Marina Hyde said in The Guardian today, the good folk of Mid-Bedfordshire appear to be missing an active MP. Where is Nadine Dorries? Come on, Nadine Dorries. Let's be having you. Now, Nadine Dorries, you are a piece of toe rag who I really dislike. And I know someone who's dating your daughter.
Sounds like a wet wipe.
it's on holiday.
Finn thinks that Nadine...
It's on holiday.
Finn
Like
thinks
Craig
that...
McMillan, very hungry.
Finn thinks that Nadine Dorries is a wet wipe. Now that's a new category for Nadine Dorries.
She's a culture secretary.
Well, Finn, here's a look for you at Nadine Dorries. There she is.
Okay, but what is she?
So what do you think she is?
I want to know what ministry she is in.
The gentleman to my left thinks she's sexy. I know her daughter-in-law. Somebody I know is dating her horrible daughter.
Porn star.
She
She looks like one.
The gentleman to my right thinks that she
I
is.
can't see her. She's cut off.
Yeah.
The gentleman to my right thinks
No,
she's a
she's-
porn
No,
star.
she's not
She
a porn
passed.
star.
It's like-
What's
the ministry?
She's minging.
Not me.
Oh, minging.
Minister
She's
what?
not minging.
Anyway,
You said
She's probably a dominant.
so can you be quiet now, please? We're talking about Nadine Dorries. So the Mid-Bedfordshire MP, has been asked, if you are a Mid-Bedfordshire resident living in a mold-infested rental accommodation with an asthmatic child, should you contact Nadine Dorries' theatrical agent? The question arises, theoretically speaking, after a glance at Nadine's social media profile, which reads, Recovering Secretary of State, Sunday Times bestseller, Talk TV Friday, Night with Nadine on 8 p.m, and Daily Mail columnist on Tuesday. Agent details are listed below. But has she missed something? Has Madam in the rush to announce herself as entertainment's hottest multi-hyphenated omitted a string to her bow? Spokesmodel for a biodynamic shellac brand, perhaps. Creative genius behind a range of steel-capped Esperados. Gaffer entrepreneur. People in
You use the word genius. Jesus. Are
People-
there any geniuses in Britain?
Finn is interjecting when he hasn't
There
been.
are no geniuses in Britain at the moment.
I do apologise for interjection.
I don't apologise for anything.
Well, our audience is going up thanks to Finn. We are gaining an audience. Nadine has only spoken in the Commons a year ago. Let's be honest.
Jesus, a genius in the Commons.
She last voted in April. I think that Nadine Dorries is one of the most disgraceful MPs, and she is paid £88,000 a year to be an MP. And then she gets all her expenses on top, and then she gets all her media money. And this woman has been paying her daughters to be her assistants. Her own daughters have been paid. And whilst she has written a book called The Plot about the political assassination of Boris Johnson, and she has been posing for pictures of this type.
Sexy.
The audience think she's sexy. I don't think she's sexy one bit. I think she looks like a cheap version of Jilly Cooper. Jilly Cooper would have done better, actually. This woman is an apologist for... She's not the culture secretary. She's nothing secretary. She hasn't even been to Parliament for a year.
God for that.
You're glad, Finn is glad she's not been there. Well, why should she be paid to be there,
She's
Finn?
an MP for Bedfordshire.
She hasn't represented her constituents.
She's an MP for Bedfordshire.
She's from Bedford.
Yes, it's utterly outrageous that this lady doesn't do any work. So
Oh, none of the MPs turn you on.
even the Tory MP, Caroline Noakes, this week said, why doesn't Nadine crack on? Why doesn't her heart's not in it?
Most
Well-
of the MPs in this country are more interested in Putin.
No, she wanted to be.
They have no care about British people anymore.
She wanted to be put in the House of Lords, and she wasn't put there. And it's utterly how sad for Mad Nad. Mad Nad didn't get a peerage. You know, why doesn't she go back to her dance studio in mid Gloucestershire, where she belongs? Poor old dear. She's the woman who said of David Cameron, I remember, and it's not, I'm not quoting this from here. She said of David Cameron, the kind of man who didn't know the price of a pint of milk. Well, she doesn't know the kind of price of being a peer, so she can bog off. So tell her to bum off and bog off and fuck off. She's a complete pain in the ass. Don't like Nadine Dorries. As they say in this article by Marina Hyde, she might be a figure of fun, but as a symbol of a neocratic government that claims to have been checked as it has, the joke can only be on us. Yes, well, the joke is on us for allowing this bitch to carry on. We want Nadine Dorries cancelled. Get her on the boat, says Julie. Well said, Julie. Why? We definitely want her on a boat.
Yes, she's on the boat.
We want her on the, what's it called? The Bibby.
The Bibby.
Marge.
The Bibby Barge. The Bibby Barge. Let's get Nadine on the Bibby
She's on the
Barge.
boat. She's on the boat on.
Barbara Cartland's daughter was married to Diana's dad. Yes, that's an obvious thing to say. Thank you very much, whoever you are. That's a very silly thing to say.
Conspiracy theorist.
It's no conspiracy there. What have I been drinking? I'm having a glass of wine. There we go. So we're on to our next topic. We've done Nadine. Right. Oh, we're going to talk about something fun next. We're going to do a bit of a book. Now, many of you like me talking about books. So here's a book by my dear friend, Anne Robinson. It's not really her book because she didn't write the book. But I love Annie. Annie is a superb lady. Anne Robinson and my friend Norman, great. And this is a quiz book. Shut up in the background, because I'm going to be asking the audience in the room some questions. Now, whoever is quickest wins a prize, but we don't know what the prize is.
That book out.
Right, so I'm going to choose a random page, and they're going to have to join in. This is how we're going to do it. Poldark Mine is a tourist attraction in which English county? Cornwall. Jono won first.
Yes.
So Jono has got 1 point.
Was it, wasn't it, I guess?
Next question, and you all have to join in as well. Second question: was the religious movement Confucianism founded before or after Christianity?
Got to be after.
Well, you're wrong, so you failed. So therefore, you got it right. So David gets a point. Right. Right. We'll try another question. Which desert covers much? Stop throwing things. Covers much of northwest Africa.
Sahara.
Jono is now 2 points ahead. The rest of you are useless in this run.
I'm leaving anyway.
You can't leave at this point.
Disqualify me then.
A
You're the
novelist.
weakest link. Leave it in.
Don't interrupt my quiz.
Okay. So I think ask away.
In which Canadian city is McGill University?
Thanks for that.
Oh, no, Quebec.
That's good.
No,
Vancouver.
none of you guilty.
Quebec there. Quebec.
No, it's Montreal.
Montreal.
You've both failed.
Capital.
So nobody gets the point there. But Jono is currently 2 points ahead. You've got 1 point.
I got one.
Yeah, you've got one. The rest of you, you've yet to get a point. Okay. Finn has
been
you.
asleep.
I can't give offence to anyone.
Okay, I'll try another page.
Doesn't need to offend anybody.
I want to offend people. I want to offend people,
Offend
seriously.
Dan.
Just follow me. I'm really good at it.
Okay. In literature, who narrates Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes?
Oh, bloody hell.
Fast.
No,
Moving on.
Finn,
Well,
Finn
you are correct.
What did you get?
Yes, you are now on 2-2.
What was it?
David is done. David has
Dave's
done
about
well.
to be
Oh, Dave, put the phone down. Take it
quiz
seriously now.
champion.
The audience is doing well here. Perhaps we should do a bit of this every night. This book. Which former Beatle wrote the song "Working Class Hero"?
Could be
I
John
don't
Lennon.
know, Paul McCartney.
Ah, we've got a success here.
Got a winner.
You've got a 1.
So it's 2, and 0.
2-2-1.
0.
Come on, Finn. It's your Finn. You have to get an answer correct.
I want to offend
Oh,
people. I don't want to get general knowledge.
In film, Jim Carrey, which
The Mask.
played which pet
Ace
detective?
Ventura.
Oh, it's Ventura. Oh, David.
Oh, yeah,
David,
question,
gun.
Which pet detective?
Ace Ventura.
David.
David is now 3-2-1.
2-1-0.
1-0. Come on, try harder, Finn.
Come on, Finn.
You've got to join in. We need Finn to get. We need Finn to get an answer correct. Okay, I'll go to a random page.
Big question.
In maths, if a box of nails weighs 2,000 grams, how many kilograms
2.
does it weigh?
2.
You got it right. So you're
3, 2,
That
2,
was just a
0.
guess.
Oh,
3, 2, 0.
yeah, but you were quick. Right, we'll go to another page. The former yacht, the Royal Yacht Britannia, is now a tourist attraction in which Scottish city?
Edinburgh.
There's only one
you were
Scottish
right.
city.
So that's a
You're not gonna go
3-3.
Inverness, are you?
3-3-2.
It's a penalty
it's 3-0.
shootout.
0.
Oh, no,
It's a
I'm out of
penalty
it. I'm out of it.
shootout.
Come on, Finn. Now we need a.
Finn,
Right.
you need one. Everyone's having.
In which county was the English composer Benjamin Britten born?
London.
Oh, for goodness sake!
County. He said county.
Sussex.
County.
No, Suffolk.
Oh, it's close enough. Half a point.
Oh, you-
Half a point, Finn.
No,
Okay.
that's not half a
3,
point.
2, half a
We
point.
needed a second guess.
No. We don't need
I
that.
think you did very well.
We're running out.
He
of time.
tried.
I
Does the
There's a
island?
lot of counties in
I think we should have another question.
Does the island of Corfu lie in the Aegean or the Ionian Sea?
Ionian.
Got to be, right?
Ionian. So
Hey! Oh, that's a
4.
It's a shootout.
4.
Oh, no, it's not 4.
In which English county might you visit Earth Station Goonhilly?
What?
Goon Hilly.
Cumbria?
Goon Hilly. Where's that? Can you repeat the question?
York-
please?
Say again.
In which English county might you visit Earth Count Station Goonhilly?
It's got to be Wales somewhere.
Yeah.
No, you're all wrong. It's Cornwall.
Ah,
You failed on that one.
I was about to say Cornwall.
You were too late. Which actor played Axel Foley in the 1980 film Beverly Hills?
Oh,
Freddie
Eddie
Murphy.
Murphy.
Freddie Murphy.
Freddie Murphy.
I said Freddie Murphy.
One to Finn. Finn has got one.
That readership gone south by. Are we down to about 50 viewers now?
No, we're going up and up.
Of course we are.
In which US state is the volcano which I visited?
You state
Mount St. Helens, and I've been there.
That's,
Our car broke down there actually.
US state.
Yes, where is
That's
Mount
bloody,
St. Helens? I broke down in the car there once.
Is it Yellow Park? or
Yes,
something?
it's Yellow Park. Isn't
Which
it? Yellowstone.
state?
Yellowstone
That's not
Park.
a
Oh
state.
shit!
Washington or
Washington.
Nevada?
Is
it?
it?
Washington was
Good,
the
well
state,
done,
yes.
sir.
So you're
Travelled
now
man.
you're going ahead on the points.
He's won.
Okay, this is a very good question, and this concerns two people I actually know. Which surname is shared by the actors Hugh and Richard?
Grant.
Grant.
There you go.
Boom.
Ooh,
Got
boom,
Magic
boom.
Magic three.
Oh,
Magic
don't know which-
three.
it's getting
Bit
too
quick.
Finn, well done.
Finn's on the comeback.
We need to. Finn needs a few points.
Finn's on the
I really
comeback.
got that one.
Do you like the quiz? We like a quiz. So come on, you have to all join in the quiz. You like Cornwall because Manderley was there. Some of these questions are stupid because things have changed since. For example, people have got divorced. So I don't like that question. In the
So you've
nursery rhyme, where did little Polly Flinders sit?
On the
Is this a muffin?
that's about
muffin
the
thing?
yeah, on
What's
the
it
muffin.
called?
Where did little Polly Flinders sit? Oh, come on.
It's to do with
What
the
a silly thing.
Itsy
What a
Bitsy
silly
spider,
answer.
isn't it? Itsy Bitsy
Yeah,
spider.
yeah.
She sat on a Moffat, wasn't it? Was it Moffat? I can't
You're
remember.
absolutely stupid. She sat
Thank
amongst the cinders.
Oh,
Cinders.
I got a different.
Polly Flinders amongst the
think
cinders.
No,
Making this
yeah, he's
up.
making it up.
Polly
Yeah,
Flinders sat
You're
amongst the
making
You
this
just didn't
up.
want me to get that one, did you?
No.
It's quite
Just
biased, this
making it up
competition.
now. Just taking
Okay.
the piss.
There's one for
Move
Finn.
on. This is getting boring.
In television, which comedy starring Stephanie Cole features the residents of a retirement home?
Ooh.
Oh, not Madame Bouquet.
No.
You've done that in the Magnet.
No.
Mrs. Bucket.
Oh, for goodness sake.
No, that's not
Waiting
right.
for God.
Oh, is it?
Gin.
Oh, I was going to say One Foot in the Grave.
Right, okay, now we'll go to
Waiting
another
for
random
God.
page.
I didn't watch that one.
There we go. They're all getting it. You think this is boring, Dave Richardson. Everyone else is enjoying this. We all enjoy it. You think it's dreadful. Well, Margaret, you can bog off. Thanks, Margaret. But everyone else is enjoying themselves. It's great. Yes. Mass sign out. Well, we like to do a quiz.
We are getting.
Yeah.
Don't.
Move on. Next subject.
Yeah,
Right.
let's move on.
Move on.
Only we are getting not the fun.
Yeah, we're
They
losing
aren't
it
getting
now.
any fun.
No, we're having fun. It's not dreadful. We love it. We love this. Don't worry, we'll do a bit more of this tomorrow.
Next week's bookstore.
I told you to buy this book. So the next topic, right? I can't really read this. Go.
Want me to read it?
No, I'll my own notes.
I'm completely supportive of the Southern Water. We've done that.
Yeah, we've done that.
What's changed since nothing?
Done
Quote
that.
MP calling Craig McKillian. Shame on you, Craig Millian.
Done all that.
CEO Southern.
Oh, here we go. Now, this is what makes me very angry.
Questions from
So now I will get on to what makes me very angry. I think it's absolutely disgusting that the serial killer Rose West has had a bank account kept open. But can you please be quiet? I want to talk about Rose.
No, I dated Rose West, her daughter, Rose West. That was 21.
The gentleman next to me claims he dated Rose West's
Rose
daughter.
West's daughter was an illegitimate daughter by a black father that lived in the house.
And then we
Yes.
will get onto this in
We
a
won't.
moment.
We won't go there.
Very nice girl, though, to be fair.
No, I would like to talk about Rose West's bank account being kept open by the Co-op Bank. Where are you going?
For a cigarette shop.
Oh, right. Okay.
Not shop.
So Rose West has had her bank account kept open by the Co-op Bank. Now, the Co-op Bank is a bank that is a bank of no account. I have a big problem with the Co-op Bank because they closed down the bank accounts of lots of people. But they allowed Rose West to keep her bank account open. And she is a serial killer. And she's a serial killer of children. And isn't that disgusting? And isn't that wrong? I think that this makes me feel rather sick. Now, you've all gone rather quiet. Why don't you want to talk about this? Stephen is a donkey. I don't know who Stephen is or why he's a donkey. I want to talk about Rose West's bank account. Rose West should go to the same place as her husband, Fred. Well, I assume that means a very vile place.
Under.
You're on a 5-minute delay. I don't know why. I've no idea. So the Co-op Bank is a bank that banned fox hunting. So I'm not involved in fox hunting, but I support fox hunting. I have no problem with fox hunting. And the Co-op Bank, it's one of these ethical banks, and it believes it's an ethical lender. And the Guardian today have written this article about the ethical lender who, if they're so ethical, why did they allow Rose West to continue having a bank account with them until now? Shame on these people. Fox hunting, people who are members of Fox Hunt, many of them are wonderful people, and I've no problem with fox hunting. But Rose West is not a wonderful person. She murdered children. She's a fucking evil bitch. And they should fucking well close down her bank account, and that she's an utter disgrace. And it makes me furious that this disgusting woman is allowed to carry on having the Co-op Bank. Who do they think they are? And Nigel Farage, as in garage, has had his bank account closed down with Coots. And my friend Gina Miller has had her bank account closed down because she is political, and that is not correct. But this is completely wrong, and this stupid bank, the Cooperative Bank, call themselves ethical, and they are still involved with a lady who killed 10 young girls and women. Her eldest daughter, Heather, age 16, her stepdaughter, Charmaine, aged 8, her husband, Fred, a builder, killed himself in prison whilst awaiting trial on 12 murder charges. She is now 69 and is serving a life sentence in West Yorkshire. The Co-op Bank said, "We would not like to discuss individual customer account details." Typical standard response from a useless organisation that is as much use as a bus ticket. How dare the revolting Methodist chief of the Co-op, Paul Flowers, who pleaded guilty himself to the possession of cocaine, crystal meth, and ketamine, the chief of the Co-op, be Mr. so self-important. This is somebody who has allowed a woman who is a serial killer to keep her bank account open. So what is wrong with this lunatic? I have a question, and that is Paul Flowers and the Co-op, Crystal Methodist, the man who pleaded guilty to possession of cocaine, crystal meth, and ketamine, You run a company a bank that allows a serial killer to keep her account open, and I think you ought to do something about it. Shame on you. Shame on the co-op. The co-op is a company I'd like to see closed down. So that's the next one that I wish to see dealt with. But you all seem to be agreeing with me. Oh, I'm so cruel to support fox hunting. Okay, Mrs. Pancakes, I don't have a problem with fox hunting. Well, I don't. I'll come and hunt. I'll come and hunt pancakes instead. I have no problem with fox hunting. Without fox hunting, you wouldn't have a single hedgerow in the bloody country. So grow up and get over yourself. I'm not interested in your nonsense. I don't go fox hunting myself. Never been fox hunting. Members of my family have been, but I don't go fox hunting. But I support fox hunting because I think it's actually a perfectly decent thing to be doing. You don't like Methodists, and because you don't like alcohol in the church. Well, I'm terribly sorry to say it, Angela. I know I like you, Angela, but I've got a bit of alcohol here. You and Jeffrey, I'm very sorry for confusing Jeffrey in the past. I believe you actually do like a drink, so I don't know whether you're actually making a joke, but there we go. Jesus drank wine, says Linda.
Yeah.
Well, Jesus should have drank more wine because it may have done him more good. He wouldn't have ended up on the bloody cross then, would he? He may have survived a bit longer. Please don't criticize the co-op. I won't be able to get my bread and my pilchards. Well, go and get your bread and pilchards somewhere else, love. Jesus only drank wine because ale made him sick. Oh. Well, that's you, Eric Toasted. God, we're reevaluating. Jesus turned water into wine. Well, did he really? Do you really believe the Bible? That's a load of old bollocks, to my honest. It's a book that's been over-evaluated. Cheers to you. I have a white wine and I'm tasting good. Oh, yeah, it's good. I'm glad it's tasting good. Always wine in the Catholic Church. We'll always go to the best quality church in your neighborhood. You'll get better quality wine, I'm sure. It's rather like my Jewish friends. They all go to the Belgravia synagogue because, of course, they serve better wine than the one in Fulham. So you'd rather go to the best one. Am I drunk? Well, if I'm drunk, I'll be happy in the morning, and you'll probably be as ugly as you will be right now. So why don't you bog off, whoever you are? You sound like a total bore. So next question. Never trust a person who doesn't like a drink. Well, I agree with you, Chris Smith. You're
Please
talking.
send gin to the back.
Please send more gin. We like gin. You don't like fox hunting? Okay, that's fair enough. Well, that's not my problem. I don't go fox hunting. I'm just saying, I don't like the stupid co-op lecturing us about what we should do in our lives. This is classic Mr. Steeples. I don't know what that means. Classic? Am I classic?
You are definitely classic. Original, I'd say.
There is nothing worse than a reformed drinker. Well, I'm not a reformed drinker. I am a drinker. I've never been reformed and I don't intend to be. My grandfather never gave up booze. My father doesn't give up booze. We like booze. We are happy being ourselves. Oh, you killed the baby foxes. Oh, for God's sake. Piss off.
The adult ones.
No. You've sent me gin. Thank you, Tina De Silva. Yes, that would be very kind. Thank you, Tina.
This is
Janet Jackson. Well, I don't believe you can be Janet Jackson because I believe she's dead. And I did spend time with Michael Jackson, and I loved Michael. And Michael taught my sister to do the moonwalk whilst I played around with the monkey. So it was very interesting. At Marissa Masters' home in 11 to 12 Walton Place, we had a wonderful time with when he used to stay with Mohammed Fayed, and we had wonderful times with the Jacksons. And Michael Jackson was a very troubled gentleman, but I enjoyed his company. He was a very strange man, but I thought, what a talented person. Janet Jackson isn't dead. Well, I don't know. I've no idea. Well, I don't know where she is. No, I don't keep up with all the Jackson nonsense. She's very much alive. Well, good. I'm glad to hear she's alive.
So it's Tupac, apparently.
I wish other people were alive who actually were more useful, to be honest. I'd rather have some other wonderful people. Latoya, what's happening to her? Yes, Bubbles. Yes, I did meet Bubbles, yes. Fox hunting, you are causing suffering and fear and trauma. No, whoever you are, Christina, you can bog off. Please ban Christina. She sounds like a complete pain in the arse. I love animals, and that's why I love the countryside. Fox hunting is not an evil thing, so please bog off, Christina. You're not for this channel. You're not for this world. You're not for anything to do with me. You can talk to somebody else because you sound like a complete bore. You are irritating and tedious and absolutely stupid. David, please ban this woman, Christina. I want her banned immediately. She's the pest.
You're banned.
Christina,
Calm down.
banned.
Okay.
Christina has a heart. Well, ban Pebble Dasher as well. She can go as well. Ban Pebble Dasher. Pebble Dasher. Ban. No, not time them out. Ban them. I want Pebble Dasher banned. The name says it all. Hideous. Pebble Dash is horrible. It's like living in like squalid hell. Semi-detached kind of person. Don't ban Pebble Dasher. Oh God. No, please ban them. I don't want them unblocked. I want them banned. Ban these people. No, I don't need these. Fox hunting is fab. Well said, Galindi. No, I am not a. Pebble Dasher has an Artex ceiling. She probably does. They're very common as well. I like people having differing opinions, but I don't need people who are very rude. Stone cladding.
Ban it. Ban you.
Does Pebble Dasher have a toilet? I bet she does. No. Why did Northerners paint their houses red? Paulie, I don't believe that's the case. I don't think that's true. There are lots of northern houses that are made of stone and beautiful houses, and I come from the north of England, and right.
We need to go to London Road.
Pebble dashing is
Can we
slang.
get to London Road, Sheffield? Then you get about 3.
How do Brits say fart? They make the noise, I guess. You're not blocking Pebble. David, block Pebble.
Let it go, Matthew.
I want the Pebble woman blocked.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Pebble slipped through the net.
Pebble's
Yes.
These moderators are of no use to me. I think I have to fire both of them. I don't want this Pebble person.
If I block the model, you lose the tech support.
We have to block the moderator.
Well, we're going up and up and up. You came for the gin, but you stayed for the mini cheddars. Well, there's plenty of packs there. David's plant pot has now been turned into the mini cheddar pot.
Yeah, it's going down quickly.
Well, there's plenty more in the box to go in. We love a mini cheddar.
No, I've had plenty of things.
This channel should. No, I don't need any more, but I should be
Go on,
sponsored. Where are my sunglasses? Well, I took them off. I don't know where I put them. No, I don't need yours. No, I don't need sunglasses. Right.
No comments about the red pants, the red.
Well, you can't see it really. You don't like the red jumper. They're moaning about that here in the locality. Right. Right.
What
Well,
was that last comment about the film, the red, white, and blue?
oh yes, the film. We'll have to find the. I have to find my notes. I do have my notes here. Oh no, we haven't even got on to. No, we haven't. Oh no, we haven't got onto the lovely story. The story of the lovely spotless giraffe.
Huh?
Everyone loves a spotless giraffe.
No, newbie. Yeah, it's going to change into it.
Yeah, here we are, the lovely giraffe.
Beautiful.
Isn't the giraffe lovely?
Oh, yes,
David?
yes, the
Yeah.
spotless
Look at the
giraffe.
giraffe.
How do you not go on a barbecue?
How dare he? One of my guests is very rude and he should shut up. So a female giraffe was born at the Bright Zoo in northeastern Tennessee last month. She had no spots. We love. You want a giraffe and a carafe? That's a very strange thing to do. It wouldn't really fit it. A giraffe would not fit into a carafe of wine. That's a very odd thing to request.
Giraffe is your favorite animal.
Depends you got a big blender or not.
Anyway, it's 15 foot tall, and it's got no spots on it,
You seen another fight? Beautiful.
and it's very rare to have a giraffe with no spots on it.
Call it a liger.
So I was involved with a creature that was a zebra. So I had a zebra that I was connected to. Oh dear.
With stripes.
Hey, you had a giraffe in your name or something.
No, I've been given a giraffe, but I'm talking about the zebra now.
Yeah.
No
The
stripes.
zebra was called Zonk.
Oh, so you had no stripes.
Yes, so Sanderson Templeton, our neighbor, had this thing called Zonk.
Nice genetics.
And Zonk was a cross between a zebra and a donkey.
No,
A zebra, as some people say, or a zebra, as they say in America. Zebra, tomato, tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. We don't need, we could go through potato. We could go, any number of different variations. I'm being told to say zebra.
Zebra. I'm just messing with you.
The pest next to me is being a real pest. He really is an interfering nuisance here with his interruptions. Do you say zebra or zebra?
Bullshit or horse.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Horse with stripes.
this thing was a cross. And no, it used to kick the door of the stable down. It was a total nightmare. It would go in the Cartmel horse races. It was a wonderful thing. And it was called Zonk. And it didn't like sheep. I would say its only problem was it hated the sheep. It used to bite the sheep. Didn't have a. It had,
Stole their food.
no, it just didn't like sheep. They were nuisances to it. So anyway, well, so we loved old Zonk, wonderful creature. So zebra, there you go. So that's how we got on to the rare giraffe story. We'll move along to the next story. Something that the world has been talking about but has yet to get onto. The new movie, Red, White and Royal Blue. It's a little bit ridiculous. It's this movie about the it's a bit woke. It's obviously inspired by Meghan Markle.
Ooh.
Boo hoo, we all hate Meghan. Me gain, and my salute to Samantha, her dear sister, who is my friend. Samantha Markle is a lovely lady. We don't like Meghan one bit, and we certainly don't like the drip Prince Harry. Boo hoo, yes, here we go. Oh, the audience is definitely going up on this one. Yes, we all hate Meghan. Oh, yes, we're now gaining audience fast. So there's this film, Town and Country, which is a bit of a ritzy, glitzy, Tatler-like equivalent of in America. Have written an article today about the new film, or Red, White, and Royal Blue. It sounds like the most tacky film possible, but there we go. This is what we get. That it's about two people who, one of whom is allegedly the son of the British royal family, obviously modeled on a combination of Prince Harry and Prince William. It's a bit of a combo. And then we've got the son of a fictional president of America, and she's the first female president of America. So that's obviously a bit modeled on Hillary, or as I'd call her, Killary Clinton. So, and the two of them falling in love and having a gay affair. And could you imagine a more strange story than this? But, you know,
Oppenheimer was terrible.
What's terrible?
Absolute shit.
oh, the
Absolute,
gentleman next to me didn't like Oppenheimer,
absolute pants.
but I enjoyed watching it.
Fair
And
Did you not
we
know the
talked
story
about
behind-
Oppenheimer last night. But this is a very strange new film that's
Yes.
coming out, Red, White, and Blue. And we're not talking about Oppenheimer
Sorry, sir.
tonight at the moment. You can talk about that on
I've not
another
seen that one, I
occasion.
do apologise.
But this is a film that is starring.
Oh no, usually it's still going.
This is starring the Taylor Zakar Perez and someone else. And anyway, he rather loves
Ripped.
himself.
It's ripped.
Anyway, so, you know, this is a new film that's come out, but Meghan Markle is yet again interfering. Oppenheimer bombed in Japan. Well, I don't know about that. But Laura Laverty is divorced. But I don't know who Laura Laverty is. Oh, Jaffa Cakes, biscuits, or cakes. Well,
Yeah,
I
both.
believe they're biscuits.
Fair enough. Fair play.
Jaffa Cake biscuits. I don't know. But I'm not really
I
interested.
think the
I
Jaffa
couldn't
cake
give
is
a
a bit of a
damn.
giveaway. It's in the
It's a
name.
cake. It's actually a cake.
We're going to stick with cake.
But you're wondering if it's cake for VAT purposes. I don't know. Oh, you don't like foxes killing your chickens. Well, nor would I.
I'll
think
kill
it
them
would
for you if you want.
well, if your chickens got killed, that's awful. So you should shoot the fox, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Get your gun out and shoot the bloody fox.
Blood yourself with it. My mum was bloody. She loved it.
I'm a scallywag. Okay.
I'm a scallywag.
The gentleman next.
Matthew is certainly not a scallywag.
Here we
I am a scallywag.
We've got one interrupting here.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
Yes, it's okay. We like an interruption occasionally. Have I experienced ghosts? Yes. Well, my grandmother was very involved in the Society of the Paranormal of Belgrave Square, which was Arthur Conan Doyle was also involved with. We were very involved with this. Our friends, the Baggett family, have owned the most haunted house in Britain, Levens Hall, which has the most beautiful topiary gardens. Please go visit if you're ever in the Lake District. Don't stay there at night if you're scared of ghosts, because you might get terrified, because you might get driven out. But I wasn't that terrified when I went there. The Baggett family have the most wonderful home, wonderful place to visit. So please go and visit that. I've been to some of the most haunted. The room at the Langham. James Stunt, my friend, wanted me to stay with him in the room for the night there. He booked the room. Then he wouldn't get out of his car, and he wouldn't get out of it, so we never went. And I would have gone by myself, so I didn't get to stay in room 404 or whatever it was at the Langham Hilton. So it was actually booked. I would have gone and done it, but no, I'm not scared of ghosts.
Who your friend is.
I think paranormal. No, he only didn't go because he didn't want to get out of bed because he's a complete stuck in his own world. But I think that we could have all I think that there are wonderful things on this earth. why do we have wonderful mountains? And why do we have wonderful things like the Lake District? Why do we have all these fantastic mountains? And I can walk to the top of a mountain and worship God at the top of a hill. I don't know. There are wonderful things out there. I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe in God. I believe that there is a higher being, but I don't know what it is.
Energy.
Don't know what it
Energy,
is,
bro.
but I can't explain it.
Mhm.
And that's how I feel about it. I think we can all believe whatever we wish to believe whatever you want. And I think, and I always say this, I had a man who I used to work for. He's a billionaire. He's dead now, Maurice Kambar. And he said to me, when I used to sit with Jews and Palestinians, we would sit there and he would say, why don't we produce a leaflet and say, why can't you go worship this tree? If you want to worship the tree, you can worship the tree. If you want to worship the hill, you worship the hill. And we should give out this leaflet to them all. And then we wouldn't have all these silly wars.
Show gratitude.
And we don't need to have all these silly rows in the world. We can all worship whatever we want to believe in. If you want to worship a stone, you go worship the fucking stone. If you want to worship the bloody chair, go worship the chair. If you want to be like me, worship the bloody glass of wine. Whatever you want. Doesn't really matter, does it? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't change a single thing. We can all be happy if we're more tolerant of one another. Let's be kinder to one another and not be angry with one another. That's all that really matters in our life. We all have to be more decent
It's biblical.
and kind.
Treat another as you wish to be treated.
Yes, it is. You worship me. Well, that's my God. I should start a sect. God, I could be rich. It's nice to be nice. Well, there we go.
Right, yes. Very true.
I'm just being honest. I don't want to be hateful. I just think that people get so angry for no reason. There's no need for it. Be kind or bog off. Yes, well, precisely.
Nice.
What do I think of Trump's mugshot? We haven't got on to this. There's
back to
now
the mug shot.
the audience in the background is going
Oh,
to see.
the Americans are waking up.
Yeah,
Oh, really? Look at that. 2222 on your message. Oh, it's a sign.
Oh.
It's a sign, my brother.
No, what do we think of Trump's mugshot?
I think it's quite nice.
No, I think he looks like
It
the
looks
devil.
well for a man with no hair.
I think the man looks like the devil child. But Donald Trump is
really?
not someone I know.
Is he really? Yeah.
I don't know Donald Trump personally. He's not the toe rag of the day, no.
No, just a time.
He's just a permanent toe rag. But I don't like the fact that he was friends with Ghislaine, but that says a lot about
You're
him.
rather connected, isn't
But
it? I suppose you are.
he looked like an Oompa Loompa. No, it was the angry expression.
I love that one.
It was the angry
He looked exactly like one.
I'm getting interruptions in the background.
Oh, sorry, I thought I loved that one.
For a moment, could you be calm? Could you calm yourself? You can carry on having a drink,
Thank you, my friend.
but please don't make any more interruptions. The noise is getting a little
Sorry,
bit.
everyone.
No, we like having the interruptions, but not too many interruptions.
Sorry.
I have to be able to talk because they can't hear me. That's what they're saying. They can't hear me.
Sorry, everyone.
He looks a bit strange. Well, he always looks a bit strange. Right. I think he has an itchy eye. Do you believe he had an afterlife? Well, he's still alive as far as I'm aware. I don't quite know. I don't quite know if he's dead yet. That's a bit of a confusing thing. Ivana may be coming back in from the afterlife. She's buried on one of his golf courses. I'm sure that was for tax.
Leader of Wagner.
18th hole.
That was for tax purposes, and I will be talking about that in due course with the lovely Liz Brewer, who is a lovely friend of mine, and I love Liz. I think she's great, but we will talk about that in due course. He needs to lay off the false tan. Well, I don't think he's ever stopped. Did he cover himself in Pebble Dash? Oh, well, I don't think so. It may be a good idea for him to start trying. It may change the narrative if he's a Pebble Dash person, as opposed to a.
I love that guy. Whoever that was.
I've got bog rolls with Trump's face on it. Oh, well, good for you. That's a bit sick in the head, isn't it? Anya has got. That's a bit.
Anya's a rascal. I love Anya.
Yeah, I'm sure you're a lovely lady, but
Oh, she is.
but you've got his. That's a little bit odd, I would say.
Wipe your ass on his face. Why not?
You've got to go. Your two fakes playing up, says Angela. Time for painkillers and bed. Angela's got toothache and is going to bed. Well, Angela, we hope you recover from your toothache. Up north, they say Trump. Ironic. I don't know what that means. Do you get that one?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is Liz Brewer related to Mike Brewer from Wheeler Dealers? No, Liz Brewer is not related to Mike Brewer from Wheeler Dealers. Right.
Gone for that. We've got interruptions here.
You should moderate your drinking, Matthew. Dave
Cheers
Masters.
to that.
Well, why don't you go home and go and have a bloody tonic water, you old bore. You sound like a right old pest. We don't like you, Dave
Yeah,
Masters.
Send us some more gin.
Send more gin.
Yeah.
Boring git. We want you off our channel. Can we have you banned by somebody, please? We don't want Dave Masters back ever again. Dave Masters, bog off. What a pest. What am I drinking? I'm currently on a nice Bordeaux. Very similar. What do I think of the Welsh? Well, they take everything from us, just like the Scots, so we should tax the hell out of them. I'm a scoundrel. Oh, thank you, Susie. It's nice of you to say. You're currently drinking cognac. Cheers. It's Dave Masters, Matthew's mum. Well, my mother wouldn't tell me not to stop drinking. My mother would tell me to have another drink, so bog off to whoever Dave Masters is. But Ross, you actually make a funny point. Don't mind you. You're cool. Red jumper is good. The contrast is a bit fuzzy.
Oh, I was waiting for that.
Down with the boring gits.
Yeah, they've gone outside now.
No, the boring gets to mean the pests in the chat. You're a proud Scot. It's bank holiday weekend. Doesn't everyone drink? Well, we drink every day of the week. We're complete pissheads. Let's be honest. We don't mind a drink any day of the week. Time is only for the middle classes. As they say, if you can't have 1 at 11, have 11 at 1. It's a better way of thinking. Don't think like these people. What they sound like balls. They're absolute dullards. People are mean to me. I'll always stick up for you. Thank you, Vicky. We like Vicky. Vicky is a good person. Cheers. Hey. Well, you need another drink.
Yes, I do.
Go and top your glass up.
Evaporated.
I can't really do much because I have to talk. I can't. My guests keep wanting more drinks. I can't help. Have we met Gaza? Yes, I have met Gaza. Yes, and I also met the horrible man that he tried to save. I just have a glass of wine. There's some white wine there, I'm sure. There's more. You hate the alcohol police, Sharon. Yes, precisely, Sharon. We don't need people telling us what to do we? You had to give up drinking 12 years ago, David. Oh, dear. Well, I'm sorry for you. That sounds awful.
Bit unfortunate.
That's very unfortunate. Well, I hope you've recovered from whatever the problem was. Have we become Alcoholics Anonymous? Certainly not. You work in a winery, says Andrea.
Oh well, we're all.
Well, Andrea, are you going to send us a case of your wine?
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrea. We would like a case of your wine. Then we can give our opinion and we'll talk about it. David! David! They want you. Where's David?
David's on the phone.
Oh, well, they want to talk to David.
David!
Oh, he's the ace. Right. You love tequila. Well, I don't love tequila, so don't send me into that.
I got arrested last time on tequila.
Have another drink. You love whiskey. I love whiskey too. Do I employ a bottler? We have had staff in my family in the past. Yes, of course we have. David is the man. David! David is the man. Oh, don't worry about the cleaning up. Just have another drink. Can we talk about being offensive?
We're quite good at that.
Who are we offensive to? Did I meet Peter Ustinov? No, I didn't. Can we do a phone in? Well, phone in then. Lee Fun. You love cognac. I'll send you some gin from Inverness.
Oh, about time. We've had some Highland gin.
We'd love some gin from Inverness. That's very kind, Arsenal Jamie.
Will be.
Why don't you come and visit from Inverness? I love Inverness. It's a lovely part of the world. I love Inverness. Where's Jono?
It's here.
He doesn't like. Oh, they're flushing the lab. He doesn't like. They don't like the lab. Come on, be in the picture. You gotta lean in.
New Zealand friends, I'm here.
Jono is great.
That's my New Zealand mate.
You guys are smashing. And here we are. We have our other little friend. Here he is.
Hello, people.
He's doing a quick hello. Right. You guys are sweet. We need a group bog off. We need to tell them all to bog off. No.
David's busy.
Jono is a ledge end. With a hyphen. A leg end.
A leg end.
Hello, Jono. You lot are crazy and you're all funny. Hello from Australia.
Yes, we are like
Hey,
Australian.
all right, mate. All right, you ready, Dingo?
Your house is lovely on the weekends. You should call it the Steeple Arms. Why would I want to do that?
It's not a pub.
It's not a pub. It's a
There's
private
There's more
residence.
drinking here than there is in the pub, though.
We like booze. You complete me, says Susie. Well, that's lovely that we complete
We
you.
love you, Susie.
We love you, Susie.
Susie.
Right. You sound like the Windows takeoff. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
I don't know what a Windows takeoff is.
Can you?
A private inn, you are lovely. What's the name of the scallywag who just came into view?
That's him.
Good friend Daniel.
Daniel the scallywag. They mentioned the Archers. How long has it been on air? Well, the Archers has been on air for over 50 years. Do I like rugby? Not particularly, but I occasionally go to watch rugby, but I'm not really into it. Hello, Daniel the Scallywag. That's
Hello,
your
my
new name.
darling.
That's your new. Right, don't keep putting your hand in the
Sorry,
picture.
sir.
It's like a Derek and Clive.
Right.
I'll
I've
take
never
that.
heard of
I'll
them.
take that.
Derek and Clive. You had me at hello. Oh, okay. I want to be in yours getting lashed, says Maisie.
It's not positive.
You ought to all be on come dine with me. Well, they ought to have given me a slot. Miserable bastard.
You'll get one. Don't worry.
No, I don't want to be on come dine with me.
Right, you could do the cooking. You could just sit there and chat.
Not with the other people. Could you imagine having to go and eat their awful food?
No, I'd rather
Oh
not.
my God, I'd rather not eat their food. Oh, veganism. Oh, I hate vegans. Awful people. Dreadful, dreadful toe rags. What do you think about the... oh, God, now we're going mad. We're getting more and more. Do we like a liquid lunch? Of course we do. Daniel is too loud. Daniel should be quiet here.
Sorry, sir.
How did you all meet? Well, we just met in a pub. What would he cook on Come Dine With Me? Well, we'd cook something that would win. We would win we would make sure we won the prize. We would not tolerate the rest of the week of the idiocy of their disgusting.
I would win with beans on toast with cheese on top.
No, we would win the week with the best meal on the planet,
Anything.
and we would bring in the most wonderful wines, and we would make sure it was the best lunch ever.
Sloshed.
And they would all serve their usual crap, and then we'd win. So we know it's like everything I did at school. When I was made to do Latin tests at school, I organised the cheating circle. We always won. We win. We always win whatever we do. We don't ever lose. No. I don't like the idea of that silly program because it's full of morons. So we may as well win. Be in it to win. You don't go into a competition to lose, do you? Hello. I've never lost anything in my entire life.
Except his virginity.
He's being very naughty here, the man next to me. Start my own show. Tea with
He
the
should.
Toffs.
He should.
No. Next week I will be having Tea with June. You don't know what this means. Tea with June is going to be a very different kind of show. So you'll be look out for that next week. We're going to do that in one afternoon next week.
It's like a 60s sitcom.
My other guest says that sounds like a terrifying thing. Yes. Daniel has been told to calm down by Julie.
Me Julie.
Julie
Me
wants,
Julie. Me Julie wants me to calm down.
Julie wants you to calm down.
Sorry, me Julie.
Susie thinks we're all very saucy tonight.
Susie.
Mm.
I like the name Susie.
They think we might have a main of fish finger sandwich and dessert of cornetto.
Oh, they've called it. Well,
Matt asks if the Ecclestons have phoned in tonight. Well, they haven't. Not on this occasion.
No, Petra the Pest has been quite quiet.
Well, if they wish to phone in, it won't end well for them. You don't drink gin, you prefer tea and sparkling water, says Dave. You should take a leaf out of my book. Can we please ban Dave? Dave is boring. Dave is an absolute dullard.
it's my baby Kate.
Hello.
He's doing my line.
No, we need to ban Dave because Dave is obviously some kind of troll. Can we get rid of Dave, please? Whoever, yes. Bernie's keeping his coffin warm, ready for the big day. Yes, well, that's the 23rd of November when he's in the court. And I will be there in the court to watch him. So I'm looking forward to that day. Great fun. Do we like Arctic Roll? No, I don't like Arctic Roll. Really, you are... Right. Sparkling water, get in the bin, yes. Dave's the one who must give up drinking. Oh, well, yeah, I would agree. He's obviously boring. You sound so happy and wonderful. It's lovely to have nice friends. Well, I love my nice friends. Lovely. I've already given the date of the court case. Having fun is important. Does the magnet do good food? No. It's not into food, is the magnet, no. It does mini cheddars.
Which we've got fascinated.
I've got lots of them myself here, thanks.
I should take 3.
Do I like a good toad in the hole? Occasionally. There's nothing wrong with that. Joy be unconfined. Okay, well, joy can be unconfined. Do I like Christmas? No, I hate Christmas. It's terribly boring. When you come from a family of divorced parents, it's not really much fun. No, never into Christmas. But I can enjoy Christmas with my own friends. But I can cope with Christmas. But Christmas has never excited me. Well, where are you moving? Now what are you up to? Oh, he's making cigarettes.
Cigarette.
The uncontrolled person is getting uncontrolled again. And the noise outside is getting a bit uncontrolled. Please tell the noise out.
Shush.
You all love Christmas. Did I like raving?
Oh, yes.
I've never been to a rave in my entire life.
Coming. My mate.
Do I play darts? Oh my God, I love darts. When I had security staff, they were very irritating people to me and they didn't know how to behave. And Archie will tell you this. Archie's the security guard, Nav the security guard, and everybody in Broadstairs knows Nav. I used to have to put up with them watching videos every day of the week. It was very boring. So I walked to Argos in, what was it? Tottenham Court Road. For £25, I bought a dartboard. And I put it up on the wall, and I've never known people become more entertained. And we used to play against my old friend, the lovely Jim Bowen, and we would play against Bullseye, and we would play the game against this. And well, they didn't get to win a speedboat or it's a organ or whatever else, but I love darts. Darts is a wonderful game, and my dartboard is still at the home of a friend of mine. I don't think it would be a wise thing to have here in my house here now, because wherever it was, all it did was literally the floor of wherever it went got completely smashed up, because literally it does rather a lot of damage. Did I go to Jim Bowen's funeral? I did not, sadly, no. But I will be at Philip Lawless's funeral, a wonderful gentleman who used to run the Scots restaurant on the 11th of September, and I miss Philip very much, and he's a lovely gentleman who was from the same group of people. Have I ever eaten a poisonous food, e.g. a mushroom? Well, if I had eaten poisonous food, I would be dead, wouldn't I? That would be the obvious answer to your question. So I've obviously not done that, because I'd be dead. You can't drink and play darts at the same time. You can, sorry. Well, I can do both, yes. Jim Bowen is from Heswall. Well, okay. Is Jim Bowen still alive? No, he's dead.
Once everyone.
Did I ever meet Jet from Gladiators? I can't possibly say. I didn't think so.
I think I've ever watched it.
Have I ever tried magic mushrooms? No, I haven't. Do I like popcorn? No, I think it's disgusting. Where's oh god. You know, I'm not answering that question. That's just the troll. Have I ever met Nigel Havers? Yes, he used to come to the La Brasserie. He's just awful. Not my kind of person. What did I think of the Cook report? Can't say I was very interested in it. Boring. Next question. Try harder, please. Come on. You know, there's 469 of you here. I thought we could have better questions than this. Do I like Ronnie O'Sullivan or Stephen Hendry? I'll ask the gentleman next to me.
Boring.
Boring. Do I like pork scratchings?
Oh, even more boring.
Did I ever meet Dave Courtney? Don't even know who he is.
Even more boring. Very giving depths.
You love popcorn. Oh. Do I like Pamela Anderson? Well, I've had encounters with Pamela Anderson with the old men, the lady upstairs.
Hey, what?
Yes, Pamela Anderson and her nasty chef friend wanted to open a restaurant in Saint Tropez, and they tried to rent a house off us in Saint Tropez, and we had a whole series of drama with this crooked chef who got put in prison during the lockdowns because he was doing crooked dinners for the president of France. It was all rather unfortunate, and he was a horrible little rat, and he was a con man, and thankfully I got rid of him. And he was linked to Pamela Anderson and her vegan restaurant, and frankly, we don't like rats. And I saw through him, and I got rid of him from the house in Saint Tropez. So there you go. That's my only connection to Pamela Anderson. But no, we don't like vegans. I'm sorry, I'm not into veganism. I think people have a right to be whatever they wish to be. Good luck to them. But Pammy is a pest. Pamela Anderson is a pompous pest. And this weird man that she was associating with, this chef, he tried to con people. And he's a nasty, nasty man. And if I knew his name, I would say it. I can't remember him. But he cooked us. He came and cooked breakfast. I don't like breakfast in the first place. I'd rather just have a gin. I'd rather have a gin and tonic. I don't need his brunch. I don't need his ghastly nonsense. But this creep, he was a piece of bad news. Anyway, he was exposed subsequently. Tomorrow, maybe I'll name and shame him because I love a name and shame. Bad people should be named and shamed. I can't remember his name, but anyway, he'll come back to me. It was 2 or 3 years ago, and he drove a very cheap, nasty little car. He was a horrible-looking creature, and he was pestering to rent the house for a very long time. And I saw through him, and I said no. And this crooked estate agent, never trust estate agents. Now they're wicked people. Overall, you know, trust a parking warden ahead of an estate agent, I'd say. Be careful of estate agents. There are 1 or 2 of them that are all right, but there's not many. But they should be regulated. In America, realtors are regulated. Why don't we regulate estate agents in England? What is wrong with our country? We are stupid. We let these people deal with our biggest assets in the world that we ever own. Could open up shop tomorrow morning and just do what you want with it. That's illogical. That's just something. What's wrong? Why would any government not just bring in some legislation to say you have to pass an exam? In New York, you have to be a realtor, you have to pass an exam. You have to pass a test. Why can't we do this to them? These thickos here are enabled to just you could open up a shop tomorrow morning and start saying, well, I'll sell you £30 million house.
5%.
but I'll take 5% of the rent. Here we go. I'm getting in the background. This is stupid. Regulate these people. This country, if you want to make people popular, these Foxtons, crooked people, awful firm, bad. The very worst, Marsh and Parsons, a shameful operation that I've exposed in the Mail online. Terrible company. These people, they shamefully steal and they collude and they con. It's outrageous. And what went on with a lady called Mrs. Borrigan and Marsh and Parsons was exposed in the Mail Online, and the Mail Online helped us, and it was a disgusting series of actions to do with a Airbnb scammer who paid no rent, and he was linked to an employee of Marsh and Parsons, and she had to spend £85,000 to try and get rid of the sham tenant. Crooked estate agents need to be brought to justice, and there is no way in this country you can do it. You can't beat these crooks. Estate agents are an abominable disgrace. I hate estate agents. They are lower than the scum of the earth. They are lower than parking wardens. I would prefer a parking warden or a police officer, and I don't like either of those. They are like the detritus of society, filth. They are scum. They are rats, and they are grabbers, and they steal and they take from you, and they don't represent you properly. Don't believe in estate agents. They are filth. They're crooks. There are some good estate agents, I'm sure, but I haven't met. I couldn't name the firm that I could say was respectful. So please don't ever believe in those. Yes. What about the landlords? Yep. Well, there's greedy landlords too, but they are people who work with the horrible estate agents. So, have I ever met Julie Cooper? Yes, I have met Julie Cooper. A lovely lady. She's fun. She just brings joy to people's life. Just leave her, she's done no harm to anyone. Kind lady. Wonderful. Am I on the Osmond list? I was on the Osmond list, yes. But I'm not, I don't know if I'm on it still. Yes, because Viscount St. David's offered a reward to kill me. So I was on a special list. There we go. Have I met Annika Rice? Yes, lovely lady. Very nice, very pleasant. Your sound is bad. Well, I don't know about my sound. Do I like Mills and Boone? No. You're confused reading my chat. Oh. Rebuild the crooked house. Well, we agree with that. You don't like Tony Blair? Well, that's your choice. I've no problem with Tony Blair myself, but there you go. That's your own choice. Mr. Blair has never done me any harm, and I don't have a problem with him. Do I have a problem with Richard E. Grant? No, I like Richard E. Grant. What do I think of Scottish gin?
Well, we've tried it.
Oh, you're going to send me some Scottish gin? Oh, well, it depends where. Well, did I ever meet Cilla Black? Well, I did meet Cilla Black. Yes, she's one of the most awful people I've ever met in my entire life. It's seriously boring. I had to put up with her talking about her sewing her name into her headrests of her Bentley for 2 hours. She is seriously boring, and I'm not surprised the Liverpudlians decided to desecrate her grave, because she's the most tedious, boring woman on the planet. And she's a friend. She was a friend of Cliff Richard, and I can't stand Cliff Richard. And I look forward to the day when he dies, because then the truth may come out about that story. So I'm not a fan of Scylla. Priscilla White, or whatever her real name is a most boring, ghastly piece of toe rag. Richard and Judy are sending love, says Arsenal. Well, I don't send love back. You're obviously trying to be ironic. Well, I think you might know the story of what actually happened to Richard and Judy when they turned up at certain funerals connected to me. Richard and Judy are not welcome in my orbit. Okay, thank you. Next question. Bye-bye, Richard and Judy. Leave Arcilla alone. Well, you can bog off as well, Maisie. You sound like a pest. You can have your Scylla back. Have a black, not Scylla black, have a Scylla black back. There you go. Look, I appreciate that some people like Scylla black, but I don't. Scylla black was a great big narc. I don't know what that means, narc. What does narc mean? I don't know what the word means. Scylla is dead. Well, we do know that. Thank you for pointing that out. You remember the incident with Richard Madeley and sausages and wine? Yes, well, no, you did still. Did I meet Julie Cooper? Yes, I've already said I did. What did I think about Mary Berry? Oh, God, that old bag. I can't stand her. No, I'm not a fan of her. Narcissist. Oh, she's a narcissist. Well, I think you're quite correct. Do I like Daddy Christmas? Who's Daddy Christmas?
God knows, move on.
I thought Arcilla was okay. But if you say she was a wrong un, I believe you. Well, Sonia,
Watch
believe
too much
me.
Television.
I think you're right to believe me.
Watching too much television.
What's my take on Partygate? Well, you know, they shouldn't have done it, should they? They actually told us to follow the rules and they should bog off. Because they didn't follow the rules themselves, did they? So shame on them for telling us what to do. What do I think of Michael Howard? I like his wife Sandra. She's a lovely lady. You want to know about Max Mosley? Max was a dear friend and a wonderful gentleman, and we used to have the odd drink and lunch at a wonderful restaurant, Giovanni. And he couldn't stand Bernie Eccleston, so there you go. There's your antidote. Please. Eamon Holmes or Ruth? They seem a nice couple. No, I think they're a complete pair of lunatics. Boring and ridiculous. Did I ever meet Enoch Powell? Well, obviously, I'm a little bit young to have met Enoch Powell, and I wouldn't have liked him. Did I know Alan Clark? Yes, I did know Alan Clark.
Books.
And I've got his book on the table here, but I did actually meet him only once at the Conservative Party conference in 1997 in Bournemouth, and I spent a very nice afternoon chatting with him. We didn't agree on very much because, you know, he had very differing views to me on many things, but I enjoyed his company. I thought he was witty and humorous. And that's the wonderful thing in the world. You can get along with people who you don't actually agree with. That's why I liked him. And I could get along with anybody if I, you know, you could put me up with X, Y, or Z and I could get along with them. If we actually had a good conversation, if they were intelligent. Sometimes the people who say the opposite thing to you can be actually the best company. Did I ever meet Danger Mouse? No, I've never met Danger Mouse, no. You'd be great in Big Brother. No, I wouldn't. I would certainly not want to go in a program like that. It's stupid. What did I think of John Major and Edwina Curry's affair? Well, I would suggest that that John Major had a very appalling taste to have an
Oh,
affair with such a
please.
woman.
I'm
And
all
Edwina
pleased.
Curry had appalling taste to have an affair with him. Do I like Ryland Clark? You like Ryland Clark? I don't know Ryland Clark, but I did meet him after he was in the Big Brother program when he was in it with Frankie Dettori. When I met the man called what was it? Toadfish from EastEnders. No, from Neighbours, and the woman who'd had the blowjob in the Range Rover,
Gillian Tailforth.
Gillian Tailforth, and Razor Ruddock and his porn star wife, and I met them all at a restaurant, and yes, that's how I encountered this Ryland character because he was part of it with Frankie Dettori, and it was a very
Happy
interesting
ending.
bunch. It didn't end in a happy ending, no. My guest here is asking about happy endings. Well, do I remember the game show You Bet? No, I've never seen that one. You're not a fan of the Ruddock guy. Well, I liked Razor Ruddock and his porn star wife, and I interviewed them both. We did have a bit of fun, me and him. Haven't seen him in a couple of years, but I didn't have a problem with Razor. Razor was all right with me.
Yeah, happy ending.
His wife and him, well, I don't know what the happy ending was there. But Gillian Todgerface, that's what we call you. Oh dear. I think, right. Oh gosh.
Oh, we got a bit personal there.
Is Alan Sugar a pusher? I don't know what that
Oh.
means. Pusher of what? Bake Off. Oh. Do you know Jeff Capes? No, I don't know Jeff Capes.
Wrestler.
I know who he is, but I
Yes.
don't know him.
Oh, no, we don't know JK. What has he got?
What do I make of David Mellor's sordid affair with Antonia de Sancha? Well, David Mellor resembles a slug, and he was when I lived in Belgravia, I really loathed having David Mellor as a neighbour because he's disgusting and he's a revolting person. And in my local betting shop, the Ladbrokes on Stone Square, they hated him. They hated him with a passion, and they didn't want him coming in. The little slug would appear, and I would go.
Slug.
We didn't like the slug,
No, we
Mellor.
don't like the slug.
And how dare he be rude to taxi drivers? Shame on him. Taxi drivers are wonderful people. We should support our taxi driver. We don't like David Mellor.
Yeah, he's the lowest.
Lowest of the low, says Jono here.
Yeah.
We don't like David Mellor. David Mellor is like a streak of slime. Yes. Well, he was like a slug. He looks like a slug. And he behaves like a slug. He's a very rude, inappropriate person. He's not a gentleman, and he's got no class. We don't like people. What do I think of Matt Hancock going on SAS Who Dares Win? Matt Hancock should be thrown in a blender at high speed, and then the blender should be evacuated. Let's just get rid of it. We don't need
Sit
him.
in a vat of Southern Water sewage.
He can go in a vat of Southern Water sewage. We don't like Southern
With
Water.
the CEO,
With the CEO of Southern Water. That's where
Jeremy.
Jono would like him to go. We need Matt Hancock in jail, says Tina. Yes, we agree with you, Tina. Tina, you are a lovely lady, and you're so kind to have sent that gin. You are an absolute star, and all the mini cheddars. We love you,
Yes,
Tina.
yes, we like you.
Tina, in fact, I will ask Jono to make me a gin and tonic in a moment.
I'm drinking your gin, and it's very well received. Thank you.
Jono is enjoying it, but he needs to make me a gin and tonic in a moment.
Well, you're finishing a red wine, but it's
But,
been very, very well received. Thank you for your gin.
Who is chatting with me? Asked Karen. We've got Jono. The other ones are outside.
Oh, they've
They've
been locked out.
they've disrupted themselves. What are my thoughts on Edward Heath? Well, Jono is part of the local sailing club, and there is a blue plaque to the man Edward Heath. But I would ask, what about the Elm Guest House? It's not a place that I want to go near. What are my thoughts on the weekend at Bernie's house? It's like a movie. I wouldn't want a weekend with Bernie Eccleston. You say it's like a movie. No, it's like the movie from hell. Bernie Eccleston likes to spend time with Prince Andrew. That's a great start for one. Then Pizza Express, the pair of them together. He's trying to sell his silly yacht, which is called Patara. Who'd call a boat Patara? That's pretty tacky. It's like the worst boat on the planet. It's so ugly as well, tacky and cheap like him. Anyway, he's on trial, so look forward to everything that's going ahead.
Bit like Donald Trump.
Bit like Donald Trump, and he would love to be. Bernie would have loved to have been Donald Trump. Didn't quite make it. He was like a bit short.
His mug shot might break the cameras.
Yeah, I think he's called his latest kid Ace. John, like Ace of Spades or something. Bit of an unfortunate name for a kid. Ace Eccleston. Ace. Doesn't sound really good, does it? So, Sam Palmer, if you're watching, don't you make any more videos about me because you're not being clever, mate. Because I'm continuing to report you to the Metropolitan Police for your nasty little remarks. Anyway,
here comes Petra the Pest.
Here comes Petra the Pest. Oh, you want me to be caught? You wanted me to have a child called Ace Steeples? No, it's not going to happen. If I ever get married, I will not have a child called Ace. Never. That would be really lowbrow. Mr. Eccleston can bully me all he wants from his nasty little channels. I will not be caving into this kind of nonsense. Bob Geldof. Okay. I have met Bob. Not a great fan, to be honest. Not my world. He's entitled to his views. You want me to call my child Geldof? Well, no, that's not going to happen either. If I have a child, it will not be called Ace, and it will not be called Geldof, and it will not be called Hitler, and it will not be called Stalin, and it will not be called Putin, and it will not be called all of these things that you're now going to come up with, because obviously this is your train of thought. I can see where you're going with your little Montgomery. He didn't do any harm. Oh. All right, I understand where you're all going with your bizarre ramblings, but
sensible question, Nicola.
I think it is time to move along. I don't need any more of these stupid questions, and if these stupid people continue asking these questions, please block them all, because they are stupid.
Sensible question.
No. Did I watch Faulty Towers? Well, no, I'm not interested in Faulty Towers. Didn't really like it. Did I know Marty Pello? No, I didn't. Archibald is a pitiful name. Well, it's a lovely name for a lovely artist, actually. I've no problem with the name Archibald. Did I ever meet Jason, the blue Peter Siamese cat? No. Do I like winkle pickers? Why would I don't know why you even ask. Decide your own kids' names on our screen. Please let our screen time. Well, stop asking stupid questions on my screen time and your screen time. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. If you don't like me, go and watch something else. Bog off. Am I a fan of Jermaine Greer? No. Have I ever been on the Concorde? No, I haven't, but members of my family have, yes. Do I like Fender or Gibson? The Gibson people write to me every day with their PR releases. Don't know anything about such things, but I'm not a musician. Have you got a joke, a bar joke? I don't have a bar joke. No, not presently. Do I like Siamese cats? No, not really interested. Do I like brothel creepers? I believe that's what you're calling my shoes, but there we go. Have you ever read Rack by Roy Heath? Was in that. I don't know what that means. Who is the worst famous person you've ever met? Well, I've already told you this. Heather Mills. She's vile. Absolutely awful. I've already told the story of Heather Mills. Have I ever met Mike Tyson? I haven't. No. But the worst famous person I've ever met is indeed Heather Mills. Do you want me to tell this story? I could do this briefly. Can you put a 1 in the chat if you want me to tell the story? Can you put a 2 if you don't? And then we can decide if I want to tell this. We've only had 2 of you, 3 of you, 4 of you, 5 of you, 6 of you. Right, you want me to tell the story of Heather Mills? Well, now I'm getting 2s as well, but the majority of you want me to. Okay, so I was about 24 years old, and I'm going to pour myself a bit more red wine before I start this boring story. And I worked for a vodka tycoon, so I had a bit of money. So I decided to buy myself a Range Rover. So off I went to buy it in Southampton, of all places. I don't know why I had to go there, but that was where I bought the damn thing. So my friend Barnaby Rogers, whose father was Anton Rogers and his mother was Elizabeth Garvey. His father was the man who played the policeman in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and he was in things like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and they were in Midsummer Murders, the parents, and he worked for me, so we drove down there in this stupid Nissan car that we owned. It was part of my company. And it was snowing. It was January, because my birthday was in January. I don't know what day it was. It was sometime near my birthday. So I collected this brand new Range Rover. And boom, I drove back to London in it. And we'd given, I don't know, £15,000 from our company to support this woman who I don't speak to anymore. Oh.
You're fucking doorman now.
Oh, no, the door has to be answered. So meanwhile, I had to go to a function at the Hyde Park Stables for not the Hyde Park Stables, the Knightsbridge Barracks, supported by the Hyde Park Stables for this woman. Oh. No, I'm in the middle of a program here. Oh God. Sorry, we are now running out of battery here. We are getting. So there I was at the Knightsbridge Barracks, and it was snowing. And there was this woman who got out of a car, and I just parked my brand new Range Rover that I'd driven up from Southampton and in the snow. And there was this woman, being photographed by the paparazzi. And she said to me, these people are horrible and disgusting and get them out of my way. So I helped her. And I don't know what's going on in the background here, but
That's my lovely Katie and Beth. I love them. They're lovely.
right. Well, I'm being filmed in the background allegedly. This is now causing me. All right. Anyway, I'm terribly sorry that I'm being interrupted, but this is ridiculous. So anyway, Mrs. Heather Mills was on the doorstep of the building, and the paparazzi were trying to take her photograph. And Mrs. Heather Mills, or Lady McCartney, Lady McCartney was her real name. I didn't know who she was being pestered. So I said, well, can I help you? And she said, get me away from these evil people. So I helped her inside, and we got into a lift. And she said, I hate these people. They harass me. I hate paparazzi. I hate photographers. As soon as we got in the lift, as soon as we got out of it, she said, who are you? And she said, here's the troops, because we were inside the barracks by then, and they wanted a photograph. And she said, let's have a photograph together. I said, but I thought you don't like photographers. I do apologize because this gentleman is getting in the way. He's ruined my story, but there we go. I do apologize about the person because it's totally ridiculous. Anyway, as soon as she saw them, she wanted to be photographed with them. She was appalling. Anyway, let's move on to another topic because this story has been ruined by some lunatic, and whoever he is, he has to. No, he ruined the story. Yes, you like Tales of the Unexpected. Yes, that's a lovely program to watch. We like talking about things like this. The person next to me, yes, he could have fallen asleep. Yes, I think he ought to because he's completely deranged. Yes, I think he really is a pest. Yes, he is a pain. Yes. The audience generally think he's a pain and a pest, and he shouldn't have interrupted.
Yes, I agree.
I do apologize for. Do I like Duran Duran? Occasionally, but no, this one is a pest, and now he's making noise with his telephone device, and I don't like people who make noise with their telephone device when I'm trying to do like a conversation with you people. I have not lost self-control, have I?
Oh no, it's hard with all these interruptions. But yeah,
No.
no.
You've ruined the great story.
Yes, it was difficult.
Well, we'll tell another story another day. There's no problem about that, but we got interrupted by an idiot. But whoever you are, you're just rude also, so we don't really care for you. Right. Okay, so we can talk about something else or before we go. Do I like chicken? Well, depends how it's served. Was Heather Mills legless or sober? Well, she was one legless. She didn't have one. She didn't have one leg, and she was very rude about my father as well. And she was a horrible woman. But there we go. And have I met Bjork? No, I haven't met Bjork or Bjork or whatever her name is. But no problem with her, but never met her. Top 3 of who was born in a barn. I don't know what that means.
Most of our guests tonight, I think,
Most of the idiots around us.
are outside.
Do I like greyhounds? I don't mind them. Do I like hot dogs? Well, occasionally. Do I like Mike Graham and Kevin O'Sullivan? I don't even know who they are. Could you please tell me who they are? Do you believe in leprechauns? Well, no, I don't. Whatever that, I don't think so. Is there anything you regret about in life? Probably answering your question. Was she hopping mad? I believe so, yes.
She's
Yeah.
upstairs anyway. so-
No, that's Heather.
Oh, sorry.
Have I ever met Ian Hislop? No, I haven't met him. No. I love you having live chats to look forward to every day. You're funny and interesting. Thank you. Well, thank you, Sharon. Shh. Right, the noisy person is coming back into the room, but will not interrupt anymore, because if he does, he'll get told off by the other person. No, right. People ask some sensible questions. Yes, it would be helpful. Who is the prettiest woman you've ever kissed? Oh, that's a very odd question. I won't possibly comment because that would be a very ungentlemanly.
Your aunt.
No, that's
She's gorgeous.
Shut
She's
up.
stunning.
Right, the person next to me is going to be sanctioned if he continues. He's got to be quiet. The poor woman who got hit by a motorbike. What do you think of her? Right. Well, I don't know who the poor woman who got hit by a motorbike was, but I'm very sorry. Do I play pool? No, I don't play pool. Do I ever read a comic as a child? Do I look like the kind of child that would have read a comic? No, I liked Rupert the Bear.
See
I like Rupert the Bear. And of course, I am connected with Arthur Ransom. So, of course, we had all those books in our lives. My great uncle was, the last professional storyteller in Britain. So we used to have all of those stories read to us and all the children captivated in the neighborhood. So I'm rather connected with swallows and Amazons, and that is something that was a big thing in my life, and it really affected my life. And Arthur Ransom, I was more interested in his political stuff, actually, because I was like a wacky political geek as a child. I was a horrible, weird, strange child that was obsessed with politics. So I wasn't really interested in comic books, to be honest. What's my favourite Balearic island?
Ask me about
Natalie Elphick is a toe rag. Yes, I agree. Natalie Elphick was bad. The gentleman next to me to my left needs to be told to behave himself. You love Ozzy Osbourne. Well, Sharon, his wife, lovely lady, like her very much. Have I ever met Clarissa Dixon? Right. Well, I did meet Clarissa, yes. And the other fat lady, and one of them burned to death, and there was a very sad thing. And that was next to my friend Charles Mitfordcut's house in Wiltshire, next to this pub that also then subsequently burned down. So that was all another scandal. Why have you decided to rent a house rather than buy? Well, I just rent the house here because that's my own business. You want to send me some non-alcoholic gin? Dave, if you want to send me non-alcoholic gin from the Made in Chelsea man, please send it to someone else because I don't want it. I really don't want it. So please give that to someone else. Thank you for your kindness. You seem to be someone who wants to be provocative, so please bog off. I'm not interested in you or your nonsense, so bog off. Behave, the guy to the left. You've been told to behave. What is the point of non-alcoholic gin? There is no point, so we don't want it. So Dave, whatever his name is, can keep his bloody crap. From Spencer Matthews, and I know who Spencer Matthews is, and I've spent time with Spencer. Spencer is a very boring person. He doesn't have any appeal to me. He's a wanker, and he's a complete pain in the arse. So move along and keep your bloody non-alcoholic gin, and I don't want to promote your nonsense on my channel. Have I met Barbara Dixon? I don't know who Barbara Dixon is. Do we know who Barbara Dixon
Something on
is?
3 centres or something.
No, that's Barbara, whatever her
Sorry.
name. She's dead.
Windsor.
I knew Barbara Windsor. I didn't know
Windsor,
her.
sorry, yeah, that's the one.
Do I think Hugh Edwards is out of hospital yet? Well, I don't know. But it's about time he shut up as well. But his career's over. Do I like rum? Occasionally.
Ooh, yeah.
But it's not really my thing.
Cracking.
I'll send you a bottle of gin if you accept the 1974 Christina Christmas Beano annual hardback in the package.
Sounds good.
Well, you can send the 1974 Chris
I'll take the
Beano.
Beano. I'll take the
I've got somebody here who'd love the Beano, so I'll have the gin. Thank you very much for your offer. Please send in the post. I'm a fan of William the Orange because he brought gin to England. Well,
obviously.
well, good for William the Orange, but it doesn't really make any difference to why I like gin. I like gin because I like gin. It's nothing to do with William the Orange, so that's rather a stupid point to make. How do I feel about captive whales and dolphins? Well, they shouldn't be kept captive, should they? I like whales and dolphins to be free. No. Is Diana really buried on an island, or is the family crypt? I don't really care about Diana, Princess of Wales. She doesn't excite me. She's of no relevance to me. I am not a believer in all of these suicide, these nonsensical stories of the Fayed family. And I know some of the Fayed family very well. It's very sad that Diana died, but that is not something that I need to comment upon. And equally, I think Prince Harry should shut his mouth. The boy's a spoilt brat, and he should shut his mouth. Right, Barbara Dixon was a singer. That's a very good point you make, whoever you are, Dave Richardson. But who is Barbara Dixon? Barbara Dixon was a singer. Do any of my guests here know who Barbara Dixon was? No?
No.
What are my thoughts on the Wonky pub burning down? Well, I've already made my thoughts rather clear on the Wonky pub, haven't I? It seems 2 people have been charged in the last 24 hours with burning down the Wonky pub. They shouldn't have done it, should they? Do I like nutcrackers at Christmas? I think I'm surrounded by nutcases the most of the year. You've made it. You're watching from St. Martin this evening. Thank you. Sarah, can we send some love to Sarah?
No,
Could you
not-
say love to Sarah?
Sarah, we love
Much
you.
love, Sarah.
yeah.
Love you.
We love Sarah.
We love Sarah.
You met Katie
Yeah.
Boyle in Roundwood Park, Halston, around 1965. She seemed like a nice, kind lady. Did you ever meet her? Who is Katie Boyle?
How long did she meet her for?
We're being asked how long, Marie, did you meet Katie Boyle, whoever Katie Boyle is?
I'm just wondering how she assesses.
Is this a
what
swap
she's-
shop?
Sometimes.
That's screwed politics. He's one of our moderators. Did I ever go to Did I get to go to Susan Boyle's 60th birthday party? No, I didn't.
Oh, God.
What?
Did I meet George Cole?
Dream. When
Who was
Dream?
George Cole? Was he an actor?
Not sure.
I think he may have been an
Shall I
actor.
Google him? Shall
I
Google
don't know.
George Cole?
I didn't meet George Cole, but please.
Never heard of him. Okay. Google
Have I
George
met
Cole.
Terry Christian? I don't know who that is either.
Rings a bell as well.
I don't know. You're asking me the
2%, I
names
think.
of people. Have I got? Would I have been happy with my GCSE results? Well, I did get A and everything. So
George Cole, Edward Cole, OBE.
Arthur Daly.
Ah,
Oh, yeah, they
Cole.
think I'm Arthur Daly.
Daly, yeah.
No,
Love a bit. Minder. That's what they're all about. Pants, wasn't it? Terrible.
did COVID come from a bat sandwich?
No, you plonker.
Cats.
Oh, please. Whoever you are, you're getting a bit carried away with your nonsense.
You know, it didn't come from
Have
the
I been
market.
to a rave? I've already been asked that
No.
question. I've already answered.
Never been to a rave.
Never been to a rave. I've been to many different, very naughty parties, but
shit.
You'd like to hear what? HRSTOI. What do I think of Dick Van Dyke? I don't really have any opinion, no. A bat flew past my house in the night. It was well spooky. Can you sing me the song Suzanne by Leonard Cohen? I can't sing, so
Give it a go.
no, I can't give that a go. I'm not a singer. Have I been to Julie's bar? I've been to Julie's restaurant in Notting Hill. Yes, I have been to Julie's. Yes, I think that's what you're referring to. Yes, George Formby. Have I visited Scott's Castle? Who's Scott's? What about Elaine Page? I've met Elaine Page. Yes, she was perfectly nice. She was involved with my friend Sir Tim Rice, lovely gentleman. Anyone you haven't met that you'd like to meet? Well, plenty, but Bear Grylls, don't know him, never met him. What do I think of estate agents? I think parking wardens are ahead of them in the world of quality. That's about it I could say of that. Estate agents are scum. They should be burnt in hell. They tell lies. They're bad people. Do I feel more complete with David by my side? Well, I don't know what you've done with David. You've lost
Daniel.
him.
David.
I was David.
No, David.
Oh, David's
He's
got to
still
bed.
outside.
Have I ever met Jules Holland? Of course I've met Jules Holland. He does things with Boysdale, which my friends are in restaurant. It's a lovely place. We have no problem with Jules Holland. He's great. He's the director of music. Jules Holland is fantastic. Lovely gentleman. So who else do you want to have a go at me over? Do I like the musician Nick Drake? Can't say I've ever heard of him. I'm terribly sorry. I don't know who he is. Oh, do I like John Ploman, director of Ab Fab? Can't say I know him either. Do I like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? Well, it's okay.
It's all right. It's the best of the lot.
You'd like to hear about life stories? Oh. Okay, well, I don't know. Hi, Christine. Oh. Harry Styles. I believe he's some kind of young person that dresses up as a man and a woman. No, I don't really know. Don't know much about him. Do estate agents hate their own estate agents? Asks Ross. What do you think? What about the local estate agents here in Broadstairs?
Well, I don't have anything to do with them.
You don't want anything to do with them. Miles and Bar, I think their names
Oh,
are.
yeah, I know.
Oh yes, they're very well
Ruthless.
known in the local locality.
Ruthless.
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 My Range Rover was not a P38 2.5 DSE, certainly not. No, it was a little bit better than that. What do I think of bankers? Well, most of them are wankers. Do I like are Jaffa cakes a cake or a biscuit? Discuss.
Jaffa cake, isn't it?
It's a Jaffa cake. I'm really not interested because I couldn't give a damn about it. I'd rather have a glass of gin. I think it's time one of these two people here made me a gin and tonic.
Yeah.
I'm right. You're right to it now, sir. Right to it now, sir.
You don't even know where it is, but
No, I'm ready. Ready, attention.
no, you don't need to. Please
Ice.
just sit down.
Ice. I'm having one. Ice.
Right. You have.
Gin Jono? Gin Jono?
What about it? No, I'm okay.
No, he's ready for another.
No, I'm ready.
He's definitely ready for one.
We're ready for a wrap up. It's 23:30.
No, we've got to keep this going for the moment. No.
Just missed me bloody last train. Staying in now. Right.
There
we go.
Looks
Where's
like
the
you're
gin?
putting him
Oh,
out in
brothers.
a sofa somewhere.
No, here we are. We turn this into a bed.
Okay.
you?
No, we turn this.
Well, we haven't got any more beds. What more do you want?
I want a bloody bed.
Do we like Elvis?
Of course we bloody do.
Elvis
Elvis
was.
isn't even dead. You know that.
Oh, I don't believe that.
He's not dead. I promise
Why
you.
do all this ask these questions about dead people?
Because they like to get a reaction.
Tell
They
your
like
stunt
make a
man
fool
to
of
shut
you.
up. It's Trump 2024.
Fuck Trump. I hate Trump.
Trump.
We don't like Donald
Oh,
Trump.
Donald Trump is the savior of the
2024
world.
now.
He
Trump
isn't.
deserves in
He's
the
a
jail.
con man. He's a con man.
Trump deserves in jail. Sorry.
Do you
But
reckon? I wouldn't want to put him in jail.
Oh, some of them are getting angry they can't post.
What's the
Well,
80
that's
odd?
probably
Is it? What's the 80 odd? I don't think he should go to jail. That's not right.
no.
Susie is sending a big kiss to you both from Frinton on Sea.
Oh, lovely.
I love a bit of Frinton, honestly. Where's the
Tonic water is the gin's over there.
Gin department.
No, it's not in the fridge.
freezer or out the freezer?
Oh, it's over there.
There, over there.
Just the Tanqueray.
Ah, found it. London gin, darling.
Tanqueray.
Ah,
That's going to give you a heady in the morning.
well,
Promise that.
time we wrap this up.
No, it's time you had another gin.
No, we're going. We're keeping this one on a roll. We're on a roll.
Are you religious? No, I'm not religious.
I'm religious about some things.
Marcia says hello from Somerset. Well, there's 415 of you here.
Jono, would you
Could
have
we
another?
ask some?
Would you have
Still.
another? Would you have another? Jono?
419 now. We're going up and up and up and up.
Would
And
you have
up.
another?
That's a lot. That's
Would you like
rather.
ice in it?
That's for him.
Would you like ice in it?
That's rather a lot of gin.
That's mixed. Half bottle.
No, that's the water. That's tap water.
What it says on it?
Oh God! Can you just take charge of the drinks,
Jono,
please,
take charge
John?
of the drink. Jono, you know what you're doing.
No, this man is making a complete mess
I'm
of it.
wasting gin. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm a
No.
liability.
You're not a liability, but you're not really good at making gin.
I am if I know what I've got to do with it.
John, could you take charge of the
I'll
drinks?
take over the drinks.
I can't.
I failed again.
He hasn't failed again,
Failed
but
again.
he's not very good at drinks.
I'm a useless manslave.
Now we're up to 421. We're growing. We don't need to be talking about that. Right. It's Drinksgate. That's what they're calling you. You call Drinksgate now. Stop playing on your phone device. I didn't meet Rick Mail. You need bread and water, they're saying. You need bread and water. Oh, God. Here comes, we're now at 400 and then more. I can't answer all your questions, no. What fruit do I eat steeped in gin? Well, I have had gin sorbet in the past. Do I enjoy cooking? We'll just refer to my Instagram. You'll see plenty of videos. Daniel is an attention seeker. You've been told off.
Who's that? What's her name?
That's
Is that
someone
my
called
Kate? Because my
Rue.
Kate said she was going to come on your line.
Rue.
Rue. Is that all?
Let's just keep back. Do we like crepes? No, I don't like
I like a
crepes.
good crepe.
Oh, horrible
Oh,
things.
crap now and again.
Do I think Michael Ball is annoying?
She wants to know who you are so she can watch the show.
Right, okay. Michael Ball is annoying. Yes, I don't like him. He's a face like a squashed baked bean.
appears we're very low on tonic, but we do have soda.
Oh no, there's tonic in here. Lots of it. There's loads of cans of tonic, and there should be a bottle.
We got through the cans.
Oh, there should be another bottle in here. Sorry, I'm dealing with a gin and tonic.
Issue?
There should be some tonic in here.
Oh, I've seen one. Yeah, it's hiding behind. Oh, yeah. A little bit. But anyway.
No, there's more here.
Is it?
Somewhere here. Oh dear. My guests are.
This will do for that one. But that was only a half of one.
You behave. We have this troublesome Daniel. Oh, Daniel is a pain in the arse.
Don't you?
You should leave Daniel at the youth club.
It's a tonic.
Take it by the toe, because at least I can zoom in. Oh my goodness.
It's here.
Oh, there's there. I found it now.
Useless.
Skip the tonic. Daniel is fit. You've got a fan here. Nonny knobs. Don't put your arm in front. Daniel, behave yourself.
Just got told I was fit by someone. I can't believe it. I'm not sure I'm right. I must be drunk.
Oh,
There's
one for me.
A refreshment for you. I
Mm,
think you're done with that one.
I think so. Anyway, can we go back to talking about sensible things, please?
Yes.
Because we're now got 427. We're going up and up and up and up. Have I ever met James Whale? No, I haven't met James Whale. He's a bore. Next person.
Well,
Do I think the TV license should be abolished? Well, of course, yes. I
it
think
is already. I don't pay it.
I don't have to pay it myself because my landlady actually pays it on my house, so I don't actually pay for it. So it doesn't actually cost me a thing. It goes with the rent on my house. But if I had to choose to pay for it, you remind me of Mark Francis from Made in Chelsea. Well, he's a complete waste of space wanker. So that's very unkind of you, Cara. So you obviously don't like me, and I don't particularly like people who make such comparisons. Have I met Pete Doherty? No, I haven't, but I like his music, actually. I actually think Pete Doherty is a very intelligent gentleman. It's a
Yes.
shame that he rented my friend's house and trashed
He
it
didn't rob
in
all
Wiltshire.
of-
He did cause rather a mess when he rented their house, and they would never want him back. How come you never need the toilet during the live stream? I don't like the word toilet. It's a very common word.
Lavatory. Thank you.
It's the bog or it's the
abode.
shitter.
The abode.
It's the bog or the shitter, Scott. So I can control myself, unlike you, clearly. Would the mighty Don Trump stop the boats? I don't think Donald Trump's capable of stopping anything at the moment. He's busy doing a mugshot. And he didn't do it very well, did he? He looked a bit ugly. Do I enjoy Radiohead sometimes? I have the bladder of a warrior. Cheers to you. What do I think of Fanny Craddock? Well, she was pretty aggressive, wasn't she? Cheers to Fanny Craddock. You've got relatives in Somerset Chard area. Nice pub. Dowling Wake Cider. I don't like cider. I don't drink it. Horrible stuff. Does Daniel bring his own gin? We brought some wine, but he's now drinking lots of it, which is perfectly fine. We don't mind people drinking. The more he drinks, the merrier. We love a guest that drinks. Nothing wrong with that. Oh. We've just got one that's spilled. We've just got one that's
Staff,
spilled.
can you? Cannot get the
Very
staff
active
anymore.
tonic.
We just can't get the. Since COVID, we can't get the staff.
Daniel Gate. It's being called Daniel Gate.
Tonic really doesn't want to behave.
Oh, just leave it outside then. Who do you know has a face that's been squashed baked bean like aside from Michael Ball? I don't know. That's a very strange question. Daniel needs to be put in the naughty corner. Daniel, you have someone who doesn't like you here, Rue. Give Rue a message. Say hello to Rue.
Morning, sweetheart.
Well, you don't know if Rue could be a man or a woman.
Couldn't give a fuck.
No, don't swear.
I wasn't gonna.
But you
I
just
was gonna do
swore.
something sexual.
Watch.
No, you
No,
don't
no,
need
okay,
to.
okay, no.
That's too much. You've done enough now. You need to blow your nose according to the person.
No. The truth is, my nose is destroyed through. Pretext.
Daniel looks scary.
Put me up against Matthew.
You're a horrible guest. That's what one of
The
them
worst.
says.
The worst, darling. The worst.
Is Daniel an actor? I think
Only in
Daniel is hilarious.
Only in the bedroom.
No. Daniel, you've had enough.
Sorry, no.
Oh, he likes your guns. Oh, you got a gay fan now. Eccles cakes, anyone?
That's what I stand every morning, my dad.
Do I forgive John Major and Norman Lamont for Black Wednesday? Well, I don't forgive John Major for lots of things.
I quite like John.
And as for Norman Lamont, well, he's just a bit of a slug. Another taxi for Daniel.
You're paying, mate. It's about 50 notes.
Miss
from here.
Fortune.
50 notes from here, mate. I try. Who's that? Miss Fortune.
Someone called Miss Fortune.
Yeah, she's fucking broke. Sorry.
Don't swear.
Sorry. Excuse me. She's a peasant.
Was Alexandra Aitken pretty when you met her? Well, Ali Aitken is a dear friend and lovely lady, and don't pick on her. And when her and her Vicky, her sister, did I'm Vicky from the yacht. I used to have a lot. Now I've got a little. And her dad did. We're at Bougie. You know, we used to party like.
1999.
I know it was a wonderful time, and the old Aitkins and I, yeah, we had fun. And now Daddy Aitken is he's a vicar, and the children have all gone off and done different things, and life is very different for all of them. But we all laugh and carry on regardless. Daniel looks familiar. Daniel needs a spanking. Oh. I remember Ali becoming a rapper DJ. Daniel needs a mugshot. Oh, well. We've all had one of those over our lives, I'm sure, but he has had one. I don't know if he has. Could Daniel stop sniffing, please? Please stop it, Daniel.
Sorry, darling. I'm not a drug addict. I've just got a dribbly nose, for Christ's sake.
Oh. Daniel should get in the bin. Oh. Who makes the best baked beans? I don't know why you're going on about baked
Heinz,
beans.
57.
I think I've seen Daniel on Crime Watch.
They just said they think they've seen Daniel on Crime Watch.
No, you mustn't keep carrying on with your... You're interrupting. Turn that off.
Sorry, enough now. Just so
My thoughts on quantum physics.
Oh, I'm good at that one.
I can't possibly answer.
Okay.
But no. Stop talking. Stop doing this.
Sorry, sir.
No, you've got to stop that because it's just interrupting the channel. Do I forgive Cilla Black for spoiling Sunday and Saturday nights with her TV shows? Was her hair real? No, Cilla Black was one of the most ghastly, revolting people on the planet. I didn't enjoy Cilla Black. I'll ask Jono here, what did he think of Cilla Black?
What? What?
Cilla Black.
Cilla Black. Oh, part of the youth of what
Was
did.
she amusing or awful?
No, she was not amusing.
She was not amusing. Cheers to that. Well said. We don't like Cilla Black. Cilla Black is one of the most boring people I've ever met in my whole.
Strong. but,
Daniel, please be quiet. Stop interrupting.
wrap it up 2 minutes.
We're trying to talk about Cilla Black. You want to talk about Jill Dando's murder? Well, we're talking about Cilla Black. No, Cilla is boring. Was boring, and a friend of Creepy Cliff Richard, the creepy Christian crooner, absolutely appalling. Well done for putting Daniel in his place. Well, we didn't really do that. We just need Daniel to be quiet. That's all. He doesn't need. What will we drink after the gin?
Nothing after the gin.
Just gin. More gin. Well, Cilla was a Beatles bike.
Harsh.
That is mean. You're a very mean person, Patriot, GB Patriot. You'd say I was old money. Oh, well, I'm not really that old money. I come from a relatively new money family. We're not exactly 13th century money. I don't think I've got that much money. I wish I did have some money. I'd love a bit more money. So send some money my way if you wish. I'd love a bit more. I'd love to be new money if you'd send some my way. Thanks. Bobby had a wonderful voice. Well, good for Bobby. I've never met Susan Boyle. No. Owain. I've never met that one. Gigi, I'm a year older than you. I grew up with Blind Date. Her voice always reminded. Cilla's voice always reminded me of a crow.
Date. What? What?
Crow.
Cilla Black's voice always reminded me of a crow.
The crow. The strangled crow.
Well, I've never heard of anyone saying Cilla Black's voice reminds them of a crow, although I do have misophonia.
It's a what?
I don't know what that means, but the fact that you say Cilla Black reminded you of a crow, that does make me laugh, because I thought she'd rather look like one horrible, wicked woman. And I think it's quite awful to hear of her. My friend dated Cilla. He said she was filthy in the bedroom.
I bet she was though. She looked like the type, didn't she? She was like, stick that finger up my bum.
No, don't get going.
We'll get banned if you carry on.
Oh right, is that what it was? Sorry.
You're not to say too much on air.
I didn't know that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Be careful what you say.
Though one person said more Daniel. Daniel, no more of that though. Look, I had to put up with horrible Cilla for dinner parties, and that was bad enough. Oh dear. Well, many people didn't like Cilla.
Just stop the conversations back to back like a screen.
No, you be quiet too. You've gone too far now. No, we don't. Is Daniel an army veteran? It's a question.
Sort of.
Sort of. Cilla sounds like she's going to beg off her beak. That's a little of its relations to the comments. Crows are offended by relations to Cilla. Amanda Holden started off by working on Blind Date as a contestant.
Amanda Holden.
Do you think Gloria Hunniford is annoying? Oh God, here we go. Oh God, good God, old Gloria. Another of Cliff's sidekicks. And I know rather a lot about Gloria. She uses too much hairspray. She's a helicopter landed close to her. Hairspray would not move with it. Well, there we go. Cilla Black, show us your crack.
Who's that coming from?
This has turned into the comedy show. Where did I buy my beautiful shirt? Yes, I bought my beautiful shirt from Bernard Weatherall. Let's move the conversation along. Stop talking about Cilla Black. Is Cilla Black in Broadmoor? No, she's dead. What was their tennis thing?
She's stuffed.
Was Les Dennis doing the family album, the Family Fortunes, in the studio next door? No, I don't know where he is. He's probably dead as well. Cilla. Oh God, we've really got into Cilla. Laura laughs.
Laura laughs.
Cilla couldn't hold a note in a bucket. Laura laughs. Cilla singing "Surprise, Surprise" will make my dog cry. Change channels. A dreadful voice made my dog cry. Oh dear. Cilla. Oh dear. I couldn't stand that ghastly woman. I can't read out the rest of them because they're just so appalling. I didn't realize so many people loathed and detested this awful woman. This is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, well, it's no wonder they defaced her grave, was it? They burnt her grave down. The woman was vile. Horrible, wicked. Horrible woman.
Standard.
Oh dear. Ravens wouldn't even go near her grave because they didn't want to get poisoned. Oh my God. I'm sorry how hateful we are to somebody. I was never expecting this.
No, it's personal.
Ravens, they don't even get this treatment.
I thought Cilla was gorgeous. Yeah. She looked nice.
Vote 1 if you didn't like Cilla. Okay, we'll do this. Vote 1 if you loved Cilla. Or vote 2 if you couldn't stand the old bag. The old crew.
Vote 3 if you shag her.
Cilla was no friend of the airline industry. She was detested by air stewards and hostesses. They hated her. Oh, they all hate her. It was a new nurse 222. You all hate her. Oh my
She
God.
always used to flow lower class, didn't she?
She was hated by the audience here. Oh my God, they all. There's one or two that were like her.
One or two little funyuns.
Yeah. I see the quackers.
Oh, God for you.
Do they say Google Cilla and airlines? Why do we need to Google Cilla and airlines?
You don't believe really?
What did she do on airlines?
Do it.
Cilla is truly hated by most of you.
Google.
Would you ever let spiders, flies, and Philip Schofield into your home?
Oh, there's another one.
Cilla and Goebbels.
Fuck me, shit's all right. Yeah, cool. It's all right, isn't it? Oh God, you've given it.
They think you're electronically tagged.
Actually, I'm on license for 5 more weeks. No tag. Please.
Silla's brought tears to my eyes and blood from my ears.
Oh, must be midnight.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Hang on, mate.
My mate said Silla has a hairy back.
Oh, for goodness sake.
And arsehole.
Who is your mate?
That was
Did he
Jimmy.
disclose himself?
Jimmy Jules.
Jimmy
Jules.
Jules.
Jimmy. Big up, Jimmy.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, turn off the alarm.
Yeah.
My guest is making a noise with the annoying clock.
It's a Casio, for Christ's sake. It does.
I liked our Graham. It was him that burned us at the grave. No one seems to like
Yes.
this ghastly.
Graham.
Okay, so now I will tell you, guests, a story about Cilla Black. I had to have dinner once with Cilla Black.
Cool, that's the one.
That was seriously boring. So it was a dinner in Mayfair in the Rolls Royce showroom or somewhere, I think it was. And they sat me next to this woman. I didn't have a clue who she was because I didn't watch Laura Loves or whatever it was she presented. This old bag was sat next to me. And she's got these big teeth, white teeth, fake face, and big hair. And she goes, "Hello, my name's Silla." And I went, "Oh, hello." And I'm sitting next to somebody else who's quite quiet, and you have to talk to for half the evening. You have to talk to one person. Half the evening, you talk to the other. That's a polite thing to do. But no, this woman was not having that. Oh, she wanted to talk to me. She went, "Today I've been in the Bentley showroom." And I went, "Oh, how nice for you." I said, "What have you done there?" She said, I bought a Bentley. And it customized. And I said, "Really?" I said, "That's absolutely charming. Delightful thing to do. Lovely. I hope you enjoyed it." She went, "I even had my name initials sewn into the headrests." And I said, "Oh, what are your initials?" And she went, "CB, Cilla Black." And I went, "Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. I hope you enjoyed that as well." And that was how it went on. And it went on like this. And I had to listen to this boring bitch talk to me about her boring life. And when she died, I cannot say I've encountered a worse thing ever than when I was played a rendition of Cliff Richard singing at her funeral. And I thought of this mad old bag. And I played this to everybody. I even played it once to Bill Gates. It was a rendition of Cliff Richard singing at her funeral. And Cliff Richard is the most disgusting man on the planet. And he sang at the funeral of Cilla Black. I warn you, please go on YouTube and watch this video. It will scare your children. It will scare your cat. It'll scare your rat. It'll scare anything in your presence. You will never, ever want to live again. I played it once to Bill Gates. Bill Gates was forced to endure a video, and he went, "Who is that freak?" And he sings and he waves his arms around in a cathedral in Liverpool. And I'm going to play it to the people here in front of me. It's the worst thing on the planet. And there are 400 of you present. And I'm about to say good night and good gardening to you all. But I urge you all to go and watch this video. I don't know how I can bring in other people's videos. It would be... Oh, they banned all the comments. Anyway. Now there are 405 of you. There's more coming in. more and more. But no. Anyway, once this is over, sit down. No. Oh, I will. It was one of the worst things I've ever had to endure. Is an evening with Cilla Black. Cilla Black. Once she comes into your life, you definitely don't want to come back. She is She was an awful, tacky, trollish person who was an apologist for Cliff Richard. Her and all that crowd, friend of Max Clifford, wicked, evil people, and vile. Didn't like Cilla Black. Cilla Black and Heather Mills. No, I've never met them together. They were separately met. I never met them together. So Cilla Black was as common as muck. That's a fair assessment. Cilla Black gave me nightmares. It seems my fans don't like Cilla Black. Well, I didn't like her either. Horrible old bitch. Is Daniel from the West Wing? Is he from Parkhurst?
Yeah, I think he's gone back to Parkhurst.
I'm not going to read out that comment. Right. Cilla Black was Madonna. No, I don't think so. Madonna was a little more successful. Cilla Black's making a comeback, and she's only got 3 foot to go. Right, okay. You really don't like Cilla, do you?
That's a bit low.
It's a bit low of your remark to go. Let's stop here until Sunday. What does that mean? I don't know. We're going to continue because
It's a hint to cut off.
we'll be coming back. Well, there's more and more of you coming in. Oh dear. Anyway, we will be turning off shortly. I don't know where we're going to go, but Cilla Black seems to be one of your favorite topics. So perhaps we should have a special show about Cilla, Cliffy Richard, that is. The old creepy Christian crooner. I can only talk about him in certain ways and his lovely relationship with the old vicar, his lovely boyfriend, boyfriend, that is in the friendly sense.
Congratulations to them all.
Congratulations. Well, he's dead as well. That old
What is
creep.
this thing about dead people?
Dale Winton. Dale Winton, I believe he's dead as well. Right, the Beatles saw a lot of old Cilla's crack.
Half of them are dead.
We have to tread carefully. Well, I don't have to tread that carefully, screw politics. I can talk about him in the way I wish to. The creepy Christian crooner is what I call him, and I'm allowed to call him the creepy Christian crooner. Anyway, more Daniel.
Scuttled up upstairs somewhere.
Wasn't Cilla's son taken to court because his friend died whilst they were on a boat? I don't know. I couldn't possibly comment on that. That's none of my business. The people in the chat should behave themselves. Yes, thank you, Screwed Politics. Some of you ask questions that are most inappropriate and is not correct. So please learn to behave yourselves. We don't want any trouble from you, so please tread carefully. Well done, Screwed Politics, for pointing this out. What time are we on tomorrow? Well, we are going to end now because we're now down to 390, so 10 of you have left. That's terrible. Very rude of 10 of you, whoever you are. You're very 10 horrible, rude people. We don't like you. Right. They want more Daniels and more Daniels. Okay. Well, tomorrow we could return again at 9 p.m. It will be quite possible for us to talk to you again. You loved the Cliffy bit. Okay. Well, you want more about Cliff Richard? Well, we can talk about the Elm Guest House. We can talk about his.
Oh,
It's
God.
auntie, it's auntie.
Bath
It's
going on.
haunted.
No, really, that is unacceptable. There is noise from above. I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. I don't tolerate nonsense noise. This is unacceptable. Have I ever met Debbie Daniels? Of course, Debbie McGee. Oh, she's special. She's a very special woman. So we have to conclude with the story about Debbie. We're going up again now. We're gaining more and more and more. Oh, old Debbie. Debbie Does Dallas, that's another story. But Debbie McGee, oh God, the one who Mrs. Merton did ask, the wonderful Mrs. Merton. She said, "What was it, Debbie, that first attracted you to the multi-millionaire Paul Daniels?" And she sits there giggling. Silly woman.
At the sports club as a receptionist.
Oh,
And these
my
girls-
guest here said she worked for him as a. Right. Would you like to tell your story?
Yes, she came to work for me as a receptionist in East Grinstead, in West Sussex. It lasted a week.
It's being told in the background. Carry on.
And then she decided it wasn't for her. I'm not sure what part of this relationship was part of Paul.
Well, Debbie McGee was a lovely apologist for all of the bad people of that era.
A skipologist.
She was an escapologist for all of them. And now she sells kitchen cabinets.
Oh, is she?
She's a kitchen cabinet flogger.
Specialist.
No, she's nothing special. Did Rolf Harris have an affair with Cilla Black?
Oh, right.
I think Rolf Harris preferred them a bit younger.
Hmm.
He was a wicked man. I don't think Cilla Black should be
Kangaroo
blamed for
dance
that.
Sport.
Did Rolf Harris?
Two little boys with two little legs or something. Two little toys. Hmm.
Daniel's meant to be on a plane and he should be saying goodbye.
I think that's reference to an Elton John song, but anyway. Moving on.
Moving on, I don't know about Daniel and his dogs. That's the next question. Did she keep trying to saw herself in half? Well, if she did, she didn't do very well at it. It was a way of hitting the nail on the head. Did Caroline Aherne rip? Don't quite know what that means. Caroline Aherne was a great comedian, lovely lady. Is Jono married? We don't need him making noise in the bathroom either.
It was the bathroom.
The bathroom noise, right? They've got to stop this. I will ban them using the bathroom in future episodes.
It's a bit like the southern water problem we've got at the moment. There's another bathroom issue.
Oh, Daniel needs a smacked bottom. I'll happily oblige, says Dave. Well, you sound like a bit of a sex pest, Dave.
So kinky
You sound a bit
dominatrix.
kinky and creepy. Leave him alone. He doesn't need to be able to smack bottom. Is Jono married?
No, Jono's not married.
It says Nat.
Matt.
Right. You didn't need to go making noise in the bathroom area, but you've got somebody who wants to smack your bottom.
Love everyone. Mwah.
No,
Sir Daniel,
no, they want to
Sir
smack.
Matthew.
Was-
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I'd sit down if I were you before you get more,
Dominatrix.
before you get your dominatrix male fans. You do have some male fans.
dominatrix.
Have we met Les Dennis? No, we haven't met Les Dennis. Daniel has great guns, so he fancies you. This one, he's definitely.
Add me, darling. Mwah, mwah. Add me,
Uh,
darling. Mwah.
Has Debbie ever flirted with Louis Theroux? Well, they did make a program together. Scylla broke our TV with her crowing. We don't like Scylla, do we? It
There's
seems
not a lot
that
of
the
love for Scylla,
Depends
is
what
there?
position citizen.
Where's all the Liverpudlians in the world?
They-
Love for
no,
Scylla.
my Liverpudlian friends really hated Scylla.
Yeah.
That was the interesting thing about Scylla. They all hate her, and that's why her gravestone. They said the only reason she ever came back to Liverpool was when she was dead, so she could make the most of it. And they said that's why we vandalized her grave. They hated her. No, she's like Jimmy Savile. She was
Yeah.
not welcome back. Nobody wanted her back, the old bag. Yeah, Daniel is rather tasty, says Keely.
Jim will not.
Did
fix it for you.
did Scylla steal anything from you?
Only
What other Liverpudlians?
No, Scylla didn't steal anything from me
You
personally.
stole my youth.
She stole our youth, yes. We didn't like that. Have we been on holiday with Scylla? No, I haven't. Thank God. I had to put up with her for one evening. That was quite enough. She thought she was Merseyside royalty. She was just trash.
Very hard.
Yeah, but honest.
Quite fair. But
Honest.
always does.
Did Scylla have a custom grill on a Bentley based on her teeth? Nobody likes Scylla.
Cracker. It's a cracker.
Can Daniel tell us a joke?
No,
No.
I'm not allowed to.
Scylla could even. Oh God. Scylla could even eat an apple through a letterbox.
That's very harsh.
This is even worse. Scylla was more a seagull than a turtle dove.
Well, it's quite pertinent around here. With
We-
our seagulls.
I don't think you liked Scylla, do you,
we
audience?
are the fat-
We're going up in the up and up and up with the Scylla. Scylla had a face like a collapsed lung. Scylla had a face like a collapsed lung.
Which some
I don't
very
think-
nasty individuals feed into your YouTube.
Bang on the money, though.
We don't like Scylla.
I mean, she was a ginger minge, but that was a bit harsh.
I can't read out half of them. Oh, it's terribly awful. You really don't like Scylla, but I didn't like her either. I'm crying in laughter. Well, so are we. We can't stop laughing. I can't actually speak. This chat tonight is so funny. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, well, Scylla in the bin. Oh dear, poor old Scylla. We're not being very nice to a dead
Put her on a
person.
bibby ship.
Put her on the BB boat, the bimbo ship, or whatever it's called. I can't even remember what the boat's called. What happened? Not to talking not about bad about the dead. We're not, this person doesn't think we should talk bad about the dead. Oh well. Oh well. You've really not caught up with half this audience.
Religious,
They-
religious man.
They
obsessed about the dead.
They couldn't give a shit. They moved on swiftly years ago. They don't like Scylla Black, and that's the end of that. If I could play it, no, let me try and play it. I could probably try and do this. I could do this on the YouTube, couldn't I? Oh God! If I get this on, I played this video once to Bill Gates. If I can get it. I don't know. I'm still here. I'm still here. You might have to listen to it. The most dreadful person on the planet. Oh, yes. Here we go. Cilla Black. Funeral. I'll try and play it to you, dear viewers. It's the most terrifying experience. Oh, here we are. Oh, here we are. The Faithful One. Here is the creepy Christian crooner. I don't know why it's so quiet. I don't know why I can't make it louder. I don't know how to make it louder. Can you hear it? It won't go any louder.
That's because Max. Is that Max?
Yeah, but this must be louder.
It's just crap copy. It's a
Oh, here we are.
crap. It's a crap.
No, I think
Oh my God! What is this shambles?
here we are.
What's this shambles?
This is the most scary thing. And these poor old priests.
Poor priest.
Woo! Haven't you heard this?
No, mate. I'd rather not.
I can't make it any louder.
It's
I don't.
quite frightening, to be fair.
I wish I had another
Can
computer.
we look back at the old
Look at
man
this.
that eats 1 meal a day? 1 meal a day, man.
No, I forced everybody to
Oh
watch
my
this.
God, that is awful.
Jono, watch this.
John, watch it. Watch it, John.
Jono, watch.
John, you have
Look.
to watch. Don't force John to watch this. He's had enough. He's been traumatised enough this evening. Oh man, what is up with that man? Did he have to? Oh, go away, you awful man.
These poor old priests.
Yeah, no, look at them. They look absolutely.
They're
Yes.
This is a church. For the pop concert. This is a church.
I thought this was Wimbledon.
No,
Yeah, where's the strawberries?
This is
Rain
Silla's,
break.
Where's
Silla's
this?
funeral. Anyway, we can't. Well, we
Is this
can't.
Cinnaback funeral, really?
Right, so we can't talk anymore. Can you hear it?
No.
Can you hear it? Can you give us a 1 if you can hear it? You love Scylla. Oh, right.
Everyone loves Cinnaback.
Can you hear it? Give us a 1. If you can't hear it, give us a 2.
I think it was
Switch it off. So there we are. I told you. It's in the chart.
awful. Don't, no, set me on fire now. Burn me.
But no, I can play
Cremate
the whole
me.
thing.
Cremate.
I've made the whole thing. Right, I'll get rid of that. Right. So you heard it, right? So did you enjoy that? Did you think that that was actually shocking and appalling? That they played this in a cathedral in Liverpool. This was utterly outrageous. I think that the Cilla Black funeral was disgusting, with that revolting man singing like he was in a pop concert and behaving like he was a spoilt child. He should have had the birch. Shame on him and shame on her for even having allowed this to have happened. You hate him. He makes me want to puke. I agree with you, Sonia. Sonia,
Love you, Sonia.
we love
Love
you. We don't love you.
we
The other
don't.
people who are saying that you'll get a copywriting strike. I don't get a copywriting strike. Just
Yeah.
go away.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
What you gonna do?
Ooh.
No, not.
I've just played a video that was played on YouTube in the background. It's nothing to do with me. What how's it got to do with anything with me? I played it in the background. So, ooh. It could be like having the television in the background. So, how silly of you to say, whoever you are, you sound like a bore. Please go and move on and find yourself another chore. Seriously, deranged idiot. Right, next. You hope I what? You haven't reported? Oh, how lovely. Have I met Daniel? Oh, well, I have met Daniel.
We're best of friends, actually.
And we've got Debbie Daniels stories. No, it's nothing to do with Debbie
Nothing to do with me.
Daniels.
Nothing to do with me.
He's not Debbie.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
It's not Debbie Dawes either.
Close. Close.
He doesn't really sound like Debbie Dawes, does he? I'm dropping that fire. I don't know what that means.
Oh, you're dropping that fire. Of course.
What does that
you are.
mean?
Oh, you want. You stole that. Oh, you're a man. You're the man. Up in here. Up in here. Up in here.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither. I just trying to make this it.
I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Sounds. Did Scylla have the same death as Ken Dodd?
But it's okay.
Oh, Ken Dodd.
You'd have hoped so, wouldn't you? Really, you really would have hoped so.
Well, obviously it didn't work out well for either of them.
Fingers crossed.
Tony Hart.
Oh, I love Tony Hart.
He didn't do any harm to anybody.
More from Mindy. More from Mindy. Bit a bit more than Mindy. I like more from Mindy.
You fought with your brother who you hated for 40 years was dead. But surprise, surprise. He tried to impersonate Scylla. Thank you, Isabella. Or Isankia.
Oh, I love that girl.
Oh, Scylla. Well, Scylla was a bit...
Seen her from the grave.
Well, we brought Scylla back to life. We've actually brought Scylla's relevance back up because it seems so many of you hate Scylla. It's absolutely delightful to know that she was not a person that was liked because I couldn't stand her in life. I thought she was a wicked, vile, horrible, nasty piece of toe rag. So, good riddance, Scylla.
Yeah, cheers. To your death. To death.
We don't care about
Death.
Scylla.
To his death.
But
It could have come sooner.
well, we wish people who are great happiness, and there are wonderful people in the world. We celebrate them.
But
Well, what do we think of her suspicious death? Oh God! Here we go. Well,
Yeah.
yes, her door was locked the wrong way round, and that was a bit suspicious.
really?
Mm.
Oh.
But
But she wore pantyhose, so
well, her own children were very quick to get over that. They didn't. They were quite happy to accept the payout, weren't they? So let's be honest. It doesn't really matter, does it?
no one cares.
Nobody really cared. They were glad she was gone. We were all glad she was disappeared. We didn't miss bye Scylla. And then people attacked her grave. That was very curious.
That's bad. That's awful. That really.
Well, she only went back to Liverpool when she was dead.
Fair
She
enough.
didn't. According to everyone I
Yeah,
knew
grafted.
from Merseyside, they said we didn't. That she never liked us when she was alive. So why do we want her back?
Graph her up then. Graph her grave up. Graph her grave up.
Why did Scylla wear two left shoes like Diane Abbott? Oh dear. You really don't like her, do you?
Well, because she had a bit of a.
Have I read Mr. Nice by Howard Marks?
Oh
No,
yes, I have.
I haven't, but
I
the
have.
gentleman next to me has.
Yes. Certainly.
The music, my filings ache. Scylla's not dead. She was never alive.
Well, she was definitely never alive. She was present.
She,
Certainly not correct.
she was a pain in the ass while she was alive, yes. Your brother who hated you for 40 years was dead. But surprise, surprise, Scylla came back. Oh dear. Oh dear. Scylla really wasn't like.
Yeah, resurrection. It was a resurrection.
Oh dear. I think Scylla was really actually a hated person. Did you ever realize this,
With
John?
that voice.
No, she's coming over as a very evil person. I didn't think she had any evil in her.
No, I've reignited the hatred.
It's astonishing, isn't it?
You're good at this.
I didn't know I would be capable of doing this.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's his leisure. Leisure is his pleasure.
Wasn't the dog on surprise? Surprise split up. Was she a predator? Oh God,
Most of them are.
my side hurts from laughing. Scylla has caused us all to go in. Who is the most evil
Shot,
person
yeah.
you've heard of? Well, aside from
Scylla.
Scylla,
Cliff Rich.
Scylla the Chiller. Killer. Scylla the Chiller Killer.
oh God, oh God, I've come across some. Look, I played chess with General Pinochet, but I actually think Scylla's worse. I didn't mind General Pinochet. He was terribly charming. My dad said, just behave yourself and be nice to him. He was all right. He never harmed me. He did me no harm. I thought she was a nasty piece of work. I was absolutely terrified of her.
But when his rook took your bishop 4,
No, I just had to just give in. I just
you chinned him, didn't you?
no, I just did as I was told and I did as I was told and lost.
Good lad.
Yeah, no, I knew how to play against him. General Pinochet was he was a gentleman, kind and lovely. But Scylla, I took one look at her and I thought, you're creepy. I thought, you're a horrible, evil woman. And I didn't like that Gloria Hannaford either, or any of those loose women. She's still alive. She's still going. I mean, her son follows me on the Facebook. Don't know why. Because I can't understand why you'd want to know me, because I've said such terrible things about his mother. No, I don't like the loose women. Oh, who
That
else?
chubby one though, she's quite cute.
Loose women. No,
Yeah,
don't
chubby
get
one with black
going.
hair. Sorry, anyway, never mind.
No, but the
Everyone
loose.
to their own. Everyone to their own.
Who's the most evil person I've spent time with?
Darth Vader.
No, you're interrupting. Could you stop interrupting? It's
Sorry,
not
sir.
very
Sorry, sir.
helpful.
Sorry, sir.
If you want me to answer the question, I have to think about it. Well, General Pinochet, I didn't think was evil. Actually, I thought he was a nice gentleman.
Yeah.
So I've no problem with
After
him.
the 25 executions in front of you. How about that TV commercial?
Jane Andrews. She has to be the most evil person I've ever met. She murdered somebody and watched them die for 4 hours, and I thought she was a very evil woman. Didn't like Jane Andrews, wicked woman, very wicked, evil. The Duchess of York's dresser. She deserves to be burning in hell. She's an evil person, and she should be burnt at the stake for what she did. She's sick in the head. Very sick, evil woman.
I love that.
And now she's working in Grimsby currently in a
Oh, good
Tesco.
luck to her.
And the Grimsby Tesco should be firing her, and disgraceful that she has a job. Don't like Jane Andrews, evil woman.
It's
Let
good
me
she
think.
pays tax. Good she pays tax.
No, the gentleman next to me is trying to support her, but
No, I said it's good she pays tax. I'm not trying to support her. I said it's good she pays tax.
there we go. Ross next to me says Gloria Hannaford is a bargain basement Scylla. Well, that's what Scylla's
Sounds
ghost
about right.
is Scylla's ghost. Daniel.
I don't wear pantyhose, darling.
Oh. Boo! Surprise.
So you, maybe.
Scylla eared Matthew.
I'd like Mr. Booty doing his party.
What do I think of Rome? What do I think of Roman Polanski? Well, he should have been arrested and dragged back to America and charged with rape. He's a disgusting piece of scumbag, and he's a total piece of turd. Disgusting, horrible, evil man, and don't like him. Daniel should be seen but not heard. Says, no, don't be nasty to Daniel because Daniel's my friend. But Daniel does need to be controlled a little bit.
We've tried.
But he doesn't need to swear too much.
Sorry, everyone.
The swearing is Gloria Hannaford has pissed off people.
I like Annika Rice. Think of Annika Rice.
We wish you were here.
Yeah, I think
Annika Rice is a lovely lady. Leave her alone.
And in that lycra spandex, she's even lovelier.
Oh no, no,
Whoa.
no. She's actually somebody I know, so don't go down
I
that
do
road.
apologise, sir. I'm just complimenting her.
Poundland
Complimenting
View.
her buttocks, sir.
Daniel is being obscene and should not be heard.
Who's this?
This is
My
Kevin.
man. Kevin. I will not comment on you, sir.
Anyway, Daniel means well with all his lovely comments, so don't be nasty to him.
Thank
We've
you.
gone
my good
down to
friend,
372
Matthew. Good
viewers.
friend, Matthew. Well, it's
Uh,
reaching the point of no return. It's gone midnight.
Uh,
They're flaking out on us. They flake us, sir. Flake us.
so,
Flaky little people.
no, don't say too much, Daniel, please.
Charles.
We don't need to upset people.
Rather not, but
Tyson Fury's wife has a look of Jane Andrews. Well, no, Jane Andrews was an evil woman who murdered somebody who I didn't know,
I think that's what I'm saying.
but please, we don't need to celebrate Jane Andrews, who was a murderess.
Tyson Fury is a beautiful man.
But Jane Andrews was a wicked
I
woman,
don't
so
know
please
Jane
don't.
Andrews.
Jane Andrews killed somebody who I do know the family of,
How?
and that is not something to celebrate. We do not need this. We're going up and up again. We're up to 377. We're growing again. The audience is going up. What's for supper? It's a bit late for supper.
I'll give you supper.
No. Scylla's ghosts will all be coming for all of us this evening. Scylla is coming for you, Jono. How does Daniel know so much about Scylla's undergarment? Don't spill your wine over
Sorry.
me.
That's beautiful. Who's that?
I don't
Who's that?
know.
Oh, you're lovely.
Surprise,
person.
surprise.
First prize, yeah. How do I know so much about it?
You hate Fergie.
I was in there.
No. Don't say too much. Is it time to crack open the midget cheddars? No. We're going to say a wonderful thank you to you all. I think there's enough is enough. This has become a bit of a comedy act about the ridiculous Scylla.
Yes, we've done well with that.
Oh dear.
We've done really well.
I didn't mean who killed Carl Bridgewater. I don't know. I don't even know who Carl Bridgewater is. Jono? Do you know who Carl Bridgewater?
We're Googling.
No, we don't need to look him up. Don't bother. Please do not Google such people. We don't need to look up things.
It's
we don't-
interesting because I've never heard of it.
If we don't know, we don't know.
Well, we don't know, but we can find out. We can find out, and we're the sort of guys that can find this stuff.
I am letting myself down massively by behaving the way I am. I was better on Sean Atwood's channel. Oh well. Well, you can
What a
go if you
beautiful-
don't like it. Then
That's a beautiful person, as far as I'm
Okay,
concerned.
I hope
love
you-
that. I love
I'm
that
glad you
perception.
enjoyed other things, but I'm
Don't
not
leave
letting
us.
myself
We
down.
don't want you leaving the stream.
I'm just myself. I'm
Well-
happy to be me. So please don't patronize me.
I'm happy you see
Thank
him.
you. And I
Yeah,
like my
sorry.
own company, and
Good
you've had a great evening. You've not laughed so much in a long time, Sarah. Well, at least Sarah has a contradictory view to Sue.
We
Sue
love you,
Peachy,
Sarah. We love you.
we love Sarah. We don't love you, Sue. So sue us, Sue, and we love you, Sarah.
Sarah. There's
Sarah,
only one
you
Sarah.
are a star.
She is.
Sarah's a star.
Mm.
We love you. But
Mm.
Sue, we don't dislike you. We just
don't
don't
like
really
you.
appreciate your comments. Your comments are a little bit unnecessary, and we don't really care. Anyway, we've now gone up again. You're saying hi from Scotland. Preachy Sue needs to bog off. Oh, well, there you go. You like my company, Eric, and everybody.
Cheers. Love
No,
you all.
Please
Love
don't
you all.
smash the glass
Sorry,
because
sir.
it could
Sorry,
be.
sir. Sorry, sir. I'm just the.
Are you Sinners Only fan, Sue?
As long as she's wearing pantyhose, I'm a fan.
Look, we don't need to belittle Sue.
Probably about 65 years old. Right there. Probably should be wearing bloomers at that age.
Sue, Sue may be very unhappy in her life. Hence why she's friends with, going on about Cilla.
There's lots of dating.
Nikki says we all love our Daniel and Matthew and Jono and friends. We've had a laugh and it's been such a lovely evening. Thank you to you all. So we love Nikki.
I love you. I love
Nikki
you.
with a Nikki Darville.
And right, from Jono, he loves you as well, but he's chilling.
Scott says, "Are you streaming again tomorrow? If so, I'm getting the drinks in. Well, please send us some our way. We need some, don't we, Jono? We need major supplies. Yes. To put up with all of this, we've got to have a bit more. You've had me laughing all night," says Abby H. Hello, Abby H. We like you, Abby H.
We love you, Abby.
Claudia says, "I won't be able to ever hear Silla's name after tonight."
Me too.
Yeah, me three.
Dream Big says, "I suspect Matthew has a commoner in his company." Millicent says,
Don't talk about Jono like that.
Millicent says, "Dan is too hot to handle." Oh, you're getting a bit of a super fan base. Eradica
What?
says, Silla tonight. No one's gonna save you from the teeth to bite. Silla. Silly Dave Masters says Silla would do things to Daniel that would make the Marquis de Sade make him blush. I can't believe we've gone this far with Silla. Surveillance,
I love it.
a bit of taxidermy. This is even worse. Stick Silla on the White Cliffs of Dover. That'll stop the boats. Oh my God!
That's
That
very
was
hard.
brilliant. That was fucking amazing.
I think you're going to send
That
that
was
to
the
Pretty
best of the
Patel.
night. I'm telling you.
Sort out.
Amazing.
I never imagined that Cilla Black would be so polarizing.
Fucking beautiful. Who was that? You know the name?
Oh, Esfadillyrix.
Oh, mate.
Stick her on the boat.
Espadillyrix. What do you
Right,
mean,
yeah.
Espadillyrix?
Oh, beautiful. Oh.
If you hear a bump in the night, don't be alarmed. It'll just be Cilla. Oh, but my mother and father will delight in all this. They couldn't stand the old bag. It's Batman in secret, Silla. There's no everything is a reference to how awful she is.
Where's,
You done well tonight.
where's the Silver Appreciation Society?
Not here.
Is imagine,
500 yards down the road.
imagine the size of Silla's love bites. It could be Dracula.
Look at that love box
Oh.
for a minute. I think I noticed that was a little bit widened.
You're my favourite, Matthew. Thank you. So kind. Even Kim Jong Un would not have surrendered to Silla and gone up north. Oh my God. Really, this woman is. We have now turned Cilla Black into a comedy actor.
Donald Trump. More popular than Donald Trump.
Can you tell my girlfriend Trace that I love her? What, Aidan? I hope your girlfriend Tracy loves you. I hope your girlfriend Tracy isn't Cilla Black out from the grave.
Please turn this
She's
not
got
TikTok.
pantyhose on. I'm not gonna go.
Oh, God.
Cilla Black was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Well, that's not very. It's kind of a bit more boring.
Draw a close to this nonsense.
Imagine Scylla's teeth. What? Imagine her teeth
No, don't. Not on my.
and her ginger.
So where we go with this?
Stop.
There we go with this.
Stop.
You're ruining yourself, man.
Stop right there.
End of transmission.
If Scylla sang for the Pope for 5 minutes, he would become a Satanist. Oh my God.
Stop this ginger minge business.
You're brilliant. Scylla's trending in the internet now, on Twitter as a result of
It's
you.
trending at 25
I've caused
an
it.
hour, yeah.
You've made Scylla Black trend. Oh my God, I believe she's trending on the internet now.
Probably is.
Her hubby did not like BJs, especially with Oh my God. We've really got Scylla Black.
It's always happy ending.
Harry inherited Villa Ginger's wig. So that means I can't stop laughing. Laura laughs.
Nice.
Oh my!
Love that one.
You are like a wee kid in a sweet shop. Should you continue laughter? I'd rather Scylla trend than sing. Okay. Well, she can't sing anymore.
Oh, she didn't.
She
Fuck
can't
me,
sing
that
anymore
is.
because she's fucking brown bread.
This fucking toast, mate. Oh.
You think Scylla was all woman? If you saw her naked, you got a surprise surprise. I think we're going to be crucified for being mean to dead.
You're gonna get fucking dumb for abusing to the back. You're fucking prowler. That's fucking painful.
Was Scylla in Jurassic Park? Oh my God, it goes on and on.
She's interstellar now, bro. Literally. Space Royale.
I can't stop laughing about Scylla. Laughter is the best medicine, but Scylla is a Laura. Surprise, surprise, the unexpected between the thighs. It gets worse and worse.
Come on, keep going. It's fucking brilliant. Oh, I've got to move my chair in.
My dad always said Scylla's
I fucking love this.
something with like a couple of pork chops. Oh, please. Enough is enough. I
love it.
Here's a great,
Keep going.
here's a quick reminder. Oh, God, we don't need it.
Go on.
Who would win a jelly wrestling contest? Scylla, Gloria Hunniford, or Benny from Crossroads? My money's on Mrs. Chompers. Mrs. Chompers.
Oh, that hurts.
Scylla will sue you for the grave. Oh, good. Well, good luck to her suing me.
Yeah. You need a contract, so you need to know her name and our address. You don't know her name and address, you got no contract.
Well, she hasn't got
you got nothing.
she hasn't got a actual grave because it got
buggered.
he got
Fucking
beaten
never
up by-
bloody him.
they didn't like. Even Matthew looks done by. I am. It's a hilarity.
Oi,
Scylla
don't you dare
is.
talk about my Matthew like that. He's fine. Shut up.
Scylla had
Talk about
turkey
Matthew
teeth
Kelly.
before it was fashionable. Oh. Right, Daniel should take over the chair.
No.
No, he can't take over the
I have to
chair.
go to the toilet.
No, there's no. It's called the bog.
Just shut up.
Oh, don't fall over. Silver Teeth is now Elton John. Elton John's piano. Oh dear, we really have caused great offence to the
Yeah.
world of Silver Black.
It's too much.
Scylla could eat an apple through a letterbox.
I never knew.
You
there
need
was-
to have some respect for Scylla Black's
Yes, I
family.
never knew there were so many fans.
Well, Isabella, whoever you are, why don't you bog off?
Oh,
Have some respect for Scylla's family. No, we don't like Scylla Black because she supported the nasty people who supported abusers. She was friends with Rolf Harris. She was friends with other abusers. I don't like Scylla Black. I think she's a nasty piece of work. So
you can't
why
go
don't you
down.
bog off and why don't you take your horrible opinions elsewhere? Scylla Black is not someone I have any respect for. This was all just a bit of fun. Knock, knock, as TRMB says. Knock, knock, knock on your door. Why don't we look into who you are and
Another bloody
So-
water explosion.
move along, and why don't you just be yourself? And if you want to tell your story,
Oh,
it's your own story. Boring. Next. Anyway, we're going to end our stream now. And we're not going to talk any further about this. Well, John O'Hare is going to leave, I think. He's in a rush to leave. So we may carry on for half an
We're
hour.
going. We're keeping up. We're keeping this running.
Oh, right. Jono's going.
Ciao, Jono.
Yes.
Ciao, Jono.
Jono is leaving the building.
I'm out of the building.
Much love, Jono.
It's enough.
Right, that's enough. But no, we're moving on from Scylla. We don't need to see all these. The guest here is wanting to join in. What I shall say is, we are not going to talk anymore. No, behave himself. We're going to talk about something else.
Yes.
I think we've done enough.
Should we talk about what's that guy that drove his?
We'll talk about Meghan Markle next, because Meghan Markle offends so many of you. Can we? What do you think about Meg? Where are you going now? Are you going for a cigarette? He doesn't want to talk about. No, he wants to.
Meghan Markle does not deserve
Oh no.
My breath.
Oh.
Just like this other hoodlum that's been arrested for the child murders. Sorry. But,
Oh, right. No, he doesn't want to talk about this. So, right.
Sorry, sir.
Goodbye, Jono.
Right, Jono.
No, now he's run away because now we know we.
Dano. I'm Dano.
No, he's
Dan.
Dan.
Get a line. So don't call me John.
No, not. Jono has left.
Oh, right, that Jono. Sorry.
There we go. So he would like to continue chatting. I think it's probably wise to say we've done 3 hours and 33 minutes of this. It's probably wise to control this channel and say happy gardening and good night. I have chatted for all of this time with you all about. I can't believe how long we've chatted about Scylla Black and that dreadful woman and her wicked ways. What do you think about freedom of opinion? Sue says. Well, you're entitled to your opinion, Sue. Sue Peachy. Whoever you are, Sue Peachy, what's your problem? Bring it up. Speak up. Say whatever you bloody well want. I don't see what the problem is with what I say. You can say whatever you want. Don't know what your problem is, Sue Peachy. Come on, Sue Peachy. Speak up, Sue Peachy. Sending me messages like that. You're a very patronizing person, whoever you are. You sound like a pain in the bloody arse, actually. But come on, speak up, Sue Peachy. Come on. We're giving you a space, Sue Peachy. Come on, Sue Peachy. I don't see the point of continuing any further conversation without Sue Peachy being able to say whatever she wants, because she wants freedom of speech. Come on, Sue Peachy, have your freedom of speech, Sue Peachy. Come on, Sue Peachy, we're waiting for you. We are waiting, Sue Peachy. Come on, Sue Peachy. Your name is a very unfortunate name. You sound like a legal soup and a bit of a fruit cake. Come on, Sue Peachy. Come on. Let's be having you. Let's be having you in the room. Come on, Sue Peachy. Where are you? Again, cowards always do this. Come on, Sue Peachy. Pathetic. As usual, the usual cowardly type of nasty person that leaves a comment. They don't respond in good, timely fashion. Sue Peachy is an absolute waste of space. Good for her for her freedom. Come on, freedom of speech, woman. I've got freedom of speech. You've got freedom of speech. Come on, Sue Peachy. Let's be having you. No. Where are you, Sue Peachy? I don't get you people. You know, you attack me and then you run away. Come on, Sue Peachy. You've literally had 5 minutes of our bloody channel, ruining our channel with your nonsense, going angry against me. Come on. I've given you the chance to have your freedom. Say whatever you want. Come and confront me, Sue Peachy. You are a moron, whoever you are, woman, because you are useless, because you don't even bother to come back. You just send some nasty remark and then go hide away. What a coward. Sue Peachy. So I would like Sue Peachy banned permanently now, because we've given you 5 minutes of our time. We've actually given you troll woman time on air and discussed you. This is why this world is going mad, because we allow people like you to speak. All you ever do is send nasty remarks and then just hide away afterwards. I say, come debate with me. Come and speak with me, Peachy, Miss Peachy. Sue Peachy, if you are so brilliant, Sue Peachy, you would come and you would face me. Come back and get in the room, Sue Peachy, but you don't bother. So I've given you 5 minutes of my time, and you're wasting my time, and you are a pain in the fucking
Peachy
arse.
is the last thing you should be called.
No, we want rid of you.
Preachy, maybe. Not
No,
Peachy.
bye, Peachy.
Bye-bye,
You
Preachy.
need to be banned, and that's
Preachy.
the end of you. We've wasted 5 minutes of our time talking about you. That is a waste of the
Peachy.
time.
We'll call
So,
you
no,
Preachy.
No, Daniel in the background is shouting and he's interrupting, and he should be quiet about this. But I will finish off with my last comment. She should be gone. The woman is a piece of troll rubbish, and we don't tolerate rubbish people. Peachy can go eat her peaches.
Preachy.
She should be in a tin peaches. They're horrible things. That's where she belongs. And hi to Daniel, says this one. Yes, we love Daniel. He's a better person than Peachy. So anyway, Daniel is back.
My brother.
So now, well, Daniel is now family. We've adopted Daniel. He's part of our family. We love good people, but we don't like Sue Peachy. So she can go off and peach herself in peach cream or whatever, tin peaches or whatever she does. But no, I love Daniel. Daniel is family. He's adopted. We've adopted him. He's part of our
Family
world.
now.
So, right, we move on. No more peach woman. Be brave, Sue. Well, I wish her well in her braveness because she's not got any fans. Smells of peach. Yeah, we don't like the peach. Anyway, the peach
Ones
can
with
go.
cherries.
Yeah,
Very cherry.
you'd be delighted to meet Daniel too. You'll adopt him, says Dave. But anyway, no, he's already been adopted by me.
We're brothers already.
But Sue Peachy has to be gone. She's a coward. Yes, we know that.
She's legged it.
Anyway,
Past tense. Sue Peachy, past tense.
Sue Peachy
Moving
is
on.
moving on. We'll talk of another topic.
That's the one.
You're walking on the beaches looking at the peaches. Well, okay. Well, that's all very well.
I love that. That's a real person.
Right. You are pathetic. Right, ban that one as well. Dawson Dawson. You are boring, whoever you are. You sound like a pain in the ass. Please ban Pawson Dawson. You sound Cilla Black eating peaches.
Ooh.
You want Peachy for Prime Minister? All right, you can go as well. God, some of you are really nasty.
Of course they are. That's all they've only got hate to give.
Oh,
to
here
you.
we
They
go.
don't any love to give to you. They don't know
Please
love.
ban the thing called Matthew Steeples Clips because this is a trolling account that is targeting me. I want that reported
Well,
to
it
the
feels-
Metropolitan Police. That is actually something that I don't want here. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. So you are a moron to do this.
Now you fucked.
Now you are in big trouble because that's going to my police account.
Yeah.
So you are a
Private-
fool.
Private police account.
You hope you can do this again tomorrow.
The ones that are on.
Anyway, we will be closing this down soon.
Yeah, because you're.
But I would like the one that those accounts deleted.
Don't worry about them. We just want to know about all the people that have given
No,
love
no, the
tonight.
trolls.
All
But
the
we've
people that have
had-
given love tonight.
actually,
a lot
what
of people
we-
have given love tonight.
What we'd like
We
to
wanna
say is thank you to all the
Yes.
wonderful people.
Good, because there's been a lot of wonderful people on it, and actually,
We've had
you
a
know
lot of
what?
laughter.
We love you, and I think you're absolutely beautiful. And I know you love Matthew because he's amazing, and I love Matthew. So all you haters are just hating
No,
on
no,
yourselves.
let's
You're
not
hating.
encourage them.
Yeah, no, they're hating on themselves. That's what I'm telling them. They're hating on themselves. Every bit of hate you give out, you're going to get back. The love you give out, the love you get back. Carry on being a Wally.
We love Nikki and we love GB Patriots and we love Sonia and Eric. And here we are. And the judge, the Annette, and the lovely other people. You are great. Daniel is great.
We love you.
Kevin
We love you.
and Gigi.
We love you all, mate. Of course we do. Matthew is a legend, actually. I know a lot of people, and he's an amazing man. So anyone says anything
And
pants
Julie.
about him, you're a Wally.
No, but anyway, we've had a lovely time, and we want to say thank you. And there's more and more of you coming on. It's growing again now, and rising. And
Love you. We love you.
but we
We
can't
love you.
carry on all night because that would be too much. And we do need to close this down. I'm a national treasure. Thank you, Kevin. But that's I don't think I am.
I
but,
believe you are.
you want me to stay on, says Alex.
I do.
But we can't carry on forever.
The battery only has certain limits.
Um,
That's a laptop,
No,
unfortunately.
but we cannot carry on forever because it gets a little bit boring. And now it's gone down again a bit. But anyway,
Don't worry about that. We've just got the quality people in there now. We've got the quality people in
but
there.
no, we do need to say thank you and good night, and we can come back tomorrow. And Daniel can come back again and be on the show again tomorrow. Daniel's staying here the evening, so it seems well we could come back tomorrow. You know, Daniel will come back tomorrow if we would like. my kid-
Brothers.
yes, Daniel's
Brothers.
part of the family, and
The
we
brothers,
love Daniel, and he's a decent gentleman,
Thank you.
and we love good people, and that is very important.
Very moral.
Cilla Black in Madame Tussauds. Okay, well, we won't make any more jokes about Cilla, but Daniel and I will now have a drink together quietly, and we're going to say good night and good gardening to you all. I wish you all happiness.
Arrivederci.
I wish you all happiness galore. Lots of love to you all.
Love.
and
love and love.
And Daniel's going to say good night as well in the camera. So
Ciao bella. Ciao bella.
that's what he's going to say. Well, I'm going to say good night and good gardening to you. Take care. Thank you very much for your kindness. Good
Bye, my
night.
lovelies. I love you all. Mwah. I think you aced it again. Yes, yeah. And